What's up, Cosmic family? How you guys doing? I am Cosmic Boogeyman, and together we are the Cosmic Collective. How you been? How you been doing? Yeah, I am back. This is the Cards and Coffee. It's live tarot. It's free live tarot. You can jump ahead. The queue is open. If you're interested, donations will get you ahead to the front of the queue. But I'm happy to be here. Happy to be back. Took a few days off, as you noticed. Posting some new content, new teaching content. I'm really proud of the new content, new teaching content. Coming out with that. I enjoy teaching. I have to say, I do enjoy teaching. So the wands are done. The major arcana are done. I'll come back, and I'm redoing all of it, remastering all the audio. Coming back at it with less of a rush. You know, when I first started the channel, I felt like I had to do all this stuff because I was so into it. So now I'm just recreating it with patience, pause, with you in mind. I want you to learn the stuff I've learned. My plan is, and has always been, to come back and redo it all, to keep adding to that, you know, adding more and more and more, in doing the reversals. Queue is open. Welcome. Let's see who's here. Let's see who's actually in the queue. We have Neon's here. We have Brian. How are you doing? So nice. Thank you. What else we got here? Shannon was like first in. Shannon was like here first. Loving this. How you guys doing? Yeah, let's see what happens. I'm gonna grab Shannon first. Shannon was like literally, I think, first in the queue. Like, I think I hit the button and Shannon was like in. Like, Shannon must have been like hovering over the button. So I'll redo first, Shannon, and then we'll go from there. How you guys doing? Welcome. I appreciate you all for being here. Shannon, do you want to pick a deck? Do you want to pick a tarot deck as we get open here? And then I'm gonna basically go intuitive the rest of the way out. But I do appreciate you guys for being here. Sometimes I'll read 3. Sometimes I tried to do 3, and I said that's not me. I tried to do 3 cards, and I was like, I need more. I'm such a nosy tarot reader. I know you guys are nosy too. So I just give you what I can get. I just shipped out that t-shirt finally yesterday. Been so busy. It's been insane for me. But good news is my cat returned. Like, I could tell you guys as I open up this reading. So that was a big thing for me. I kind of was feeling it. I was like, I had this dream. She was on my chest and she literally said to me, "Hey, I'm not dead." Like, I heard her say, "I am not dead." And I was like, and that was last Saturday. And I'm like, what do I do with this? Because I pulled a tower card and I kept seeing her out of the corner of my eye. And I'm like, what does this mean? You know, and I trust my intuition. I really do. And that same night, it was like Saturday night, last Saturday night. Anyway, I happened to go into my garage and I had my phone on. It was playing some video and I heard a meow. I'm like, what the hell? She was in my neighbor's garage. She got locked in. Like, she was locked in the garage for days. She was a little scrawnier, but she was stuck. So I love that. I love that she's back. But she is definitely happy. It's fighting some love here, Shannon, huh? Loving this. So I love putting these cards back because this just tells me, hey, am I connected? I'm good to go. It's like running a self-diagnostic before I read, if you ever noticed that. Most people say, why are you not taking those cards? Those are love cards, you know? But see, Shannon? Look, they're going to keep coming. They're going to keep coming. They're just going to keep jumping out because that's your energy. Yeah. Heartbreak, money, getting back together on your mind. There's somebody here wanting to get back together. But there's a money maker, Taurus energy, Hierophant, life lesson. This is heartbreak. We move beyond the October Libra energy. So now we're into this is heartbreak, or we're going through this spiritual heartbreak, almost like something gets set into motion during heartbreak and you can't go back to something else. Wow. I do love your energy, I have to say. I really do. I can feel it. And some people are kind of resistant. I get it, but that's only because they're nervous. So you and somebody else are out in the cold over this heartbreak. You and somebody else are heartbroken, but this King Moneymaker is not. It's like it's unfair. It's unfair. Unfortunate. Wow. Taurus energy. Because of the money. 2 cards. It's more than that. It might be 2 things, 2 kids. Tower moment. Travel. Like, you really want to travel. This has thrown you 2 off. This other person still thinks about you, just so you know. It's not a black or white situation. We both understand that. Look at the heavy feelings here, guys. Tower. 3 of Swords. Heartbreak. Out in the cold, right? This is like really... It gets deeper. But see, other cards are all messy. And Shannon, you're not a messy person. It's the feelings are messy. This is not a clean situation. See, $1 million payday, but in the wrong direction. Getting back together with that person would be $1 million payday, but it definitely requires some finesse. You want to offer your love back to the ex. Very clear. What a challenge that would be, though, wouldn't it? Requires strength. Is it possible? Absolutely. Is it required? That's only up to you. I see Gemini. I see love. It's a fight for love that you would have to believe that you both would have to take on 50-50. They do think about you. They do miss you. But there's a lot of multi-party energy in love in here. I feel like there's no movement or nothing going on here. Because you're not showing yourself. You're kind of holding back. Yeah. The angels are coming up. This is the base root of the emotions. Holding back. Look at this. Didn't I just say holding back? Look at this. 2 kids. I'm telling you, you're holding back because of the 2 kids. If you were single, this would be a different game. Game over. Peace. Different game. Queen of Cups, here it goes. That's Cancer energy. Nurturer. You are the epitome of a good partner. This is taking a turn, though. I'm telling you, a lot of feelings, a lot of in the feels, but you're protecting because of some looks like kids. And there's that card that came out in the beginning. This is like the nuclear bomb, the underneath it all, the aftermath, the whole thing. This person, or this other person, Taurus, Hierophant energy, caused the problem. You fell in love, did something else, and now you're fighting being in love with somebody else because someone else did something. And now you're stuck with your feelings covering your cup because of the kids, because of somebody else. What the fuck? You dick. Like, really? That's just crazy. You want to go back. Look at guys. You want to go back. This is go back. Your logic says we have to go forward. Power moment, we have to go forward. I'm heartbroken, but I have to go forward. The husband saying, yes, you do. Can't go back to this other person. Wow. I'm going to be honest with you. Your husband knows, and he's holding this over you. Look, I'm telling you, he knows. He knows you want to go back to this person. He knows that other person is right for you. He knows the other person is destined and designed for you. But instead, his jealousy, his insecurity is holding him to you because he can't find another version of you. There is no other you. Yeah. He caused it. He can't fix it. And he's losing you. It's happening because he can't stop it. Look at all the emotions. So you're the one carrying the stress, the exhaustion, the tired, the lying, the faking. Call it as it is. Because your heart belongs to another now. You can't stop thinking about this other person. It's like they're in your soul, in your psyche, in your mind. And that's it. It's too late. It's like you can't fix... He could fix it if he took ownership and accountability to fixing what he was fixing instead of just saying, let's just forget the past and move on. And that's not working. You knew getting into it with this person would be regretful in a really good way. I'm proud of you for this, by the way. I very much am proud of you. You stepped outside your comfort zone and basically like, fuck you. And you fell in love. You did. That's Scorpio. You changed. You're never going to be the same version of yourself. This was Scorpio energy. You're basically in the evolution of Scorpio. Death card, King of Cups. This is the other person. They're not showing themselves. They think about you. This ex, I don't know, you might talk to him still. See? King of Cups. Mic drop. I'm going to just sign off and walk away right now. Holy cow. They are the spark, the ignition. They are the reason that you're different now. You are a beautiful soul. This is destined. And I'm spreading your energy across these other decks. That's how good you are. You're a wonderful partner. This has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with your husband. I can see it. It's very clear. But to keep saying, well, you could have done this. It's like, yep. Yep. You can only say it so much. And it's like, really? Yeah, I could have done more. Dumb. For reals. What a jerk. Oh, I'm laughing because it's like you're so wonderful and you know it. And this you're being blocked from being in love. But your feelings are there. They still miss you. They still love you the same, if not more. Now they see the signs, and as you see there. How are you guys doing? How is the chat going? Thank you for being here. Welcome to Cards and Coffee. I appreciate you for taking this moment. This is a pace. This is a pace that I set. I'm trying to kind of slow it down for us. So I want this to be peaceful, clear, connected. I want our cards to be a mirror of what you're looking for, the truth. I don't want to race through it just so you get your reading. I'd rather be an open energy and listen to the universe together, you, me, us. We're diving into the frequencies of the love, the truth, the manifestation, like we just did. Because you walk away with something saying, I knew it. And that's what you need. That's what I want you to have. So when you grab your energy, or grab even that moment of caution and walk in here, I want you to be ready to raise your vibration when you walk out. And that's what happens. Thank you very much for being here. And that's why I offer Monday nights. I come back for members only Monday, and I basically turn off the queue, and we just work off the chat. But I'm going to pick from the queue here and go, let's see. Brian, BLT, how are you? What do my guides want me to know today? What do they want you to know? Tell you what, Brian, BLT, how are you? So pick a deck, 1 through 6. Let's have some fun. Let's relax. You could be next. You know the work you've been doing. You know the work you've been putting in there. Maybe it's not public. Maybe it's not out there. Maybe it's private. Maybe you're writing your own book. Maybe you're doing your own studying. Maybe you're doing your own studying for school, right? Maybe you're saying, hey, maybe I'll go back to school. Who knows? Whatever that is, you're looking at that moment saying, I'm taking my life under control. And that's beautiful. I see a lot of you, a lot of creators are out there, and that could be a side project, side hobby. Could be maybe your main job. Who knows? But whatever it is, you're living your life. And that's what we love. November 23rd. Mark it on your calendar, set a notification, and just say Cosmic on there. This is literally November 23rd. That's what the guides are telling you. Especially in your emotions, you're going to love what you see, and you're going to enjoy it, especially what's going down. With everything that's been happening, right? The government shutdown, tariffs, planes, 10% flights, no one's getting paid. November 23rd, Brian. November 23rd. Could be a relationship, could be everything. The universe is saying it's not one thing, it's 5 things that tie in together, right? We have the earth, mind, body, soul, spirit. We have all those things that start to play into each other. And when we let our mind take control, everything else takes a backseat. When you let your soul take control, everything else takes a backseat. You're going to give each a chance to drive. The universe says November 23rd, it's only a couple weeks away, but look at it like this. Let's start to balance that energy. Take a moment and say, how do I lead? What have I been leading with recently? Like I lead with intuition. When I sign off, I lead with intellect. I lead when I teach at school, right? I'm not going and telling the kids, you great little soul star seed, how are you? I lead with intellect, with my teacher mind. But we have to lead with that heart, mind, body, soul, spirit. We have to look at how you're leading your life and your logic. It's telling you you're doing great, by the way. Spirit again, look, yeah, it's okay to put those other things aside and tell things, I'll get to that in a minute, right? I'll get to that in a minute. Because we're so worried about what other people may or may not think. You're basically a seed from the universe. This is saying this is tree of life. You're at the base. You're a star seed. You're a soul seed. But it's reminding us that you don't have to take every offer that's offered to you. As you get into this new phase of life and this new abundant life that you're getting into, welcome to that life, but understand that you have choices. Where in the old mindset, the old version of you had less choices. Hey, do you want to do this? Sure, nothing else is going on. Now it's going to be, do you want to do this, 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 or this from multiple sources? So if you just wait and say, I'll get back to you, but not blow somebody off, I'll get back to you, and never tell them. Be like, hey, I'm not interested. Thanks for the offer. You know how powerfully endearing that is? You know how emotionally mature that is? Saying, hey, thank you for the offer. I'm not interested in going. Setting the motion of what's coming is going to be one of the best of the best. This is like my number 1 draft pick here. This is like the angel touched curiosity kit. It's like, imagine being like the most wonderful, curious soul, Brian, or anyone out there who's listening, and you're going to go on a journey, and you have the guidance of angels. You have the guidance of the divine backing you. So wherever you go, wherever you operate, you have some kind of support behind you. And when you're operating in this mindset, when you're operating in like mind, body, and you're saying, well, I've been leading with my spirit, whatever it is, you can say, now I'm going to lead with my intellect a little bit more. Be a little curious. What happens if I do offer or say, or go outside your way and say, you know what, imagine, how about you say that to that person that I would really love to tell them. What happens when you do tell them? Because everyone says, I wish I could have told them. And you be the grain going against the grain. You be the thing the universe never expected. The glitch in the matrix, as it would be. Hey, Hey, I really like you. I think there's something about your energy I really find fascinating. Say no more. That right there is telling you you're not hitting on them, not saying, hey, let's go for a drive, wink wink. You're saying your energy is different. That's empowering to somebody. Lead with that. T-stain tarot at your heart chakra, right? You're not looking to commit to anything. You're looking to submit to the universe. You're saying, by December, I want to be a better version of myself. Unequivocally, undeniably be the better version of me. Whatever that version is, you're trying to set yourself in motion. No harm, no foul. But what you're doing is you're setting the December motion, November into December. You're taking a break, taking a pause, recognizing the depth that you bring into it can sometimes be a little overwhelming, maybe a little too overwhelming, and that's okay. But that's not because you're enough or not too much. It's because you haven't aligned to that person yet. King of Cups energy, Akashic. This is the same card. Mind you, I'm pulling two different tarot decks. Same card in your outcome. You're going through the same kind of situation, believe it or not, as that last reading, where that guy feels like they're on the outside and they're not recognized and they're not felt or seen, but you are. And this is the thing, when you're not feeling like you're seen or recognized, you're more likely than not, it's one of those other senses, one of those other traits in your abilities. It could be, like I said, it could be your mind playing tricks on you. It could be your intuition not showing you the full picture, or you missing signs. But this is the truth. You're taking a step in. The Leviathan here says, the water doesn't just move. It moves by the essence of the universe, by this mystical creature, right? By this mystical energy. We all agree. Anyone that's here, anyone that is here has come onto the channel, that's ever even hit the thumbs up and liked it, says, yeah, there's something here. Can you prove it? Well, I can give you a lot of anecdotal evidence. And that's why I come on here to show you. Solar output, base of the emotions, two messengers. The universe says, but wait, there's more. Because what's happening here is you're taking that thought, and even as I say this, as these words roll across those eardrums, and you hear me speak to you, you say, yeah, you're right. You put down the sword of intellect and pick up the cup of emotions and curiosity and say, hey, what is this? I may not understand, but it's okay. It's okay to make a mistake, because there's more cups here and you're about to pick up the cup of relationship, the cup of maybe long-term romantic interest, but you're not looking to tie yourself down. I get that. I understand that. But the cup has to be picked up for you to move into the next phase of your life. The depth, the understanding, the nurturing, the I understand. I'm willing to go deep with you. Solar output at the root. Yeah, see? Because that's the next phase. That's where we're heading with this, as we see solar output as well. So you're going through this process, going through this phase, looking at the underneath it all, saying, hey, what's going to happen? Because that's what we really care about. Not the outcome, standing on the stage, getting the award, everyone claps. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. You walk away. And then what happens when you're by yourself again? That's the person we want to know about, right? The one getting the accolades, everyone's going to feel good and clap. And then everyone walks their own way and says, what time's this over? Think about the graduation. You go through school, right? You go 4, maybe 5. Some of you maybe 7 years of college. But the joke is, we all go and we spend this like half hour, 45-minute ceremony clapping, walk away, and then it's done, unless you have some party. But you spend all that time to go walk the stage and pick up a diploma. This is the universe's way of saying you're learning that you're way more than one part of yourself. You're obviously very intelligent. You have the intellect. You have the ability. You have the knowledge. What if you lean into the other pieces of yourself and says, I'm going to lean into my intuition on this one. I never do that, but I will. Or I'll lean into my soul on this one. I'm going to be soul driven. You know what I'm saying? Brand new start. It takes a new direction, takes a new way to look at this and say, what am I going to do? How am I going to get there? That's how you do it. You lean into the harmony. You don't hold back. The T-stain tarot here is the soul. It's the spirit. It's the universe saying at your root, at your chakra, at whoever you are, at your existence, at the rawness of where you came from. This is you. Loving this. I'm loving this for you. Loving this short throw energy coming in. We have Scorpio energy. We have Pisces energy. We have the Gemini lover energy. As always, loving the Gemini. We always coming with some Gemini lover energy. 4 of Cups is Cancer. And then we have brand new start. Solar output. There's definitely a brand new start coming in for you, just so you know. So be ready for it. November 23rd. Very good for you. Don't force it. Don't have to force it. But what you do have to do is embrace that opportunity that's coming in, saying, you know what, you're right. I wouldn't set myself up. I have to look through a different lens this time. Because we tend to lean through one lens. One line. Like, you think I would read these cards every day, all day, going, wait, what did they say? You know, no. I love being wrong in a conversation and going, oh my God, thank you for telling me. It's human and it's very fun. We're remembering that. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for being here. Let's keep going. Who's up next? If you do like what you hear and you love what you see and you're vibing with everything, hit that thumbs up. Be sure to share the channel with friends, family. And then I think on Monday night, again, on members only, I might raffle off something else, maybe another t-shirt. So I had fun with that. That was actually super fun. But anyway, let's take a look here. Let's see who we have in the queue. We have Neon, Sunice, Divine Timing, Joanna, Rana, am I saying that right? Rana, Princess, and Julianne, Chris, and Emily. Oh, I'm sorry, Emma. Oh my gosh, I need my glasses. Lilith Phoenix, Shrad, Ethereal, and Dominate. How are you? Look at you guys. Let's check chat. I love this. The Dominate is asking about a recent loved one who passed on January 25th. I'm always fascinated. Let me do this. Let me grab one. So we have Emma. Let's see what else. And Shrad. But stick around here. Let me see what I can do. I might be able to pull you in here. Dom and 8. Yeah, I might be able to get you in here. So that's a good question. I love reading that kind of stuff. I love kind of pulling from the other side, the veil, connecting that. Like, I did a lot of spiritual mediumship before I even touched tarot cards. And like, this was kind of like the second coming of what I've been doing. Maybe even the third coming, I think. Maybe. Emma, how are you? About my career. Sounds like a book. It says about my career, ... All right. Let's do this. Let me, now I feel like I'm warmed up. Thank you guys for being part of this. Let me grab tarot decks and I'm going to try to stay off chat for a few minutes and just read. Let this flow. Now that thank you guys for sharing your energy to start us off here, Shannon and Brian, because now I can dive in. I feel you guys. You're connected. It might seem crazy to you. But when I'm not on chat, I can feel there's more people there or less people. I know it. And I was telling my friends about this. Like, I can tell if you're not there. How many of you guys have ever seen that? Like, all of a sudden I'll stop as I'm about to read, the person's not there. But, Emma, I know you're here. So let me do this. Let me go with the deck number 2. It's got communication deck. Yeah, that was going to say. Yeah. Dark Horse Candidate. Love that. Communication. Yeah, we're good. My guides told me to grab this for some reason. I'm curious to see what this is. Let's take a look. I'm going to go factual. Factual only. Give you all the facts I can pull from these cards. There we go. You are enough. Like, absolutely. You are enough. Let's go about this. We're going to get this out of your mind because we're slowly getting that on. Maybe we held back being enough. Maybe you held back being the version of you. Maybe you didn't want to outshine others or you didn't want to say too much. But you definitely are enough. This is Empress energy. This card literally translates to March 21st or 3, 2, 1. And like, that's the other thing it translates to. So you are enough. Your career is about to get better and better and better because you're recognizing, you know what, I am good. I am good enough. Hell yeah, I'm right. Hell yeah. You might not always be correct in every situation, but you're right in this lifetime. You know you have it. It's not about being perfect. It's about being perfect in this moment. Like in saying, you get it. See, letting go of all the anxieties, the stressors, right? Can you do it? Absolutely, you can do it. And this is you saying, there's a lot of things that we put out there and say, a lot of blockages. People saying, you know, it's kind of far away. Are you sure you can handle? You know, all those people put their negative thoughts and negativities on you. That's not you. That's not you. That's never been you. That's never been you. So let's get away from that mindset and get into the mindset of you being you. Career, take action. So when an opportunity comes up going forward, this is not just for now, this is for the rest of your lifetime. You want to go career? We'll go career, because for the rest of your lifetime, this is your soul saying, do not hold back. If there's a job that you're like, oh, I think I would do that, then apply. You know, if there's something that you really think it would make you better, because when you sit in that interview, here is your response. Wow, you've only worked at the other job for 3 to 7 months, or whatever it was. Why are you applying to this one? Career growth. There's something more I can learn in this position. And I'm always willing to learn and grow. Hell yeah, hired. Yeah, right? Because people are afraid because, oh, I've only done this job for so long, and they're afraid because they haven't learned enough. You're never going to learn everything from every job. It's always evolving. If you're in the right job, you're in a job that's making you learn. And you're not just sitting there doing nothing. You know, you're always thinking, always moving. Yes, yes, and yes. You got to challenge yourself in your lifetime, but the opportunities are going to show up, and they're going to come to you because they want you to become the dark horse candidate. As I think I said, as I started to pull cards here in the beginning, it's reminding you, golden position says you are the dark horse candidate. You're the one they never expected. It could even be a life path for you. It could even be a life lesson. You showing up in people's lives in general, not just career, but you could be the one they never expected. They're like, after you leave the room, they go, oh, whoa, right? Right? Am I right? And that's you, because whatever it is you bring to the energy, you're definitively yourself. You know how amazing, and that's what, it's harmonic. You come in and you add to the group. You don't take away. You're not toxic. And that's the difference, because you bring it in, you say, hey, I recognize there will be toxicity. There'll be things we can't get done, but there'll be a way to get around those things. And that's the difference, because money is going to come in, but the Wheel of Fortune's at your heart chakra. You know what I'm saying, but it requires you to take action versus you just staying in harmony. If you just keep doing that and taking the jobs they offer, you'll get onto the same place. You don't have to push, but you have two choices. You can just coast and do the divine blueprint that as you desire, or you can jump off that path and say, you know what, I'm willing to risk this and try to be something more than I've ever expected. Take control of the wheel. And that's your choice, and that's what we're starting to decide. Right now, you're saying, do I want to make my career my own, or do I want to just go the path that's been designed? And that's where you're at. And I think you have the option of making a lot of money, that's no doubt. But the real fact is, do you want to go the way that you, the soul, planned to live this life? Because there's money to be told. This is a notification. You should never hold back. When we're talking about career, this is not just the 9-to-5 job. This is your 24-hour existence. Everything you do that makes you money at any shape or form is career, is going to be the part of your career, your existence. This for me would be considered career. Am I also, a teacher and a professor and all these other things? Yes, but this is also part of my career. So if someone says, what do you do? It's kind of, what don't I do? It's getting the multiple streams of income. And that was how it began. But when the reality of it was learning. It was becoming adaptable to learning, and that's you, because you're very adaptable to learning. You're holding the complete sword. You are very teachable. Yeah. You're going to be the manager's manager, because you're the choice of choices. That's the thing here. That's what we're getting. The universe says, you see how there's 3 T's staying tarot? You emotionally are ready to do this. You kind of question yourself, but there's no more questioning. You have to understand, you're destined for greatness on this earth. And this is, yes, it could be the career of getting the weekly paycheck or the bi-weekly paycheck, but you're way more than that. That success is guaranteed, locked in. Don't worry about it. But what's more than that? What's the other thing you do? Oh, family, home, right? Like marriage, 2 children. What is the other things you challenge yourself with? Because that's the success. It sets you in motion, saying, I don't accept anything less than. I'm flexible, but I will make sure this happens, because you are a starseed. You've come to this earth to prove that you are unstoppable. And not just you, the others like you. Your career is just a piece of that, saying, am I really this good? Am I really as good as I think I am? Am I really going to be successful? Because that wobble, that feel of, I don't know, that's real. Your soul's making you feel it, but it's because you're the dark horse candidate, the one they never expected. The wobble comes from them saying, I never expected. The universe says, you were designed this way. from inception. Every lifetime you live, you come in and people go, whoa. It could be anything you do because they don't expect it. You're the one who's going to say something or do something that they never expect and go, wow, good job. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Or they may say nothing because it's threatening to them. Because you're the kind of person who, I'm going to be honest, it just feels like entrepreneur. Like it really feels like entrepreneur. You just have to believe in yourself. I think you're even looking at that idea. You're being guided to look at that idea. What is that business, that thing that you want to do? You're not following someone else's path. You're not following someone else's path. This burden is all your own. I think you're looking at it, and this might be the trigger that we're having hit here, the notification from the universe, saying this might be the moment to look at that career for yourself. You know, what are you? I'm an entrepreneur. Really? Really? Like, right? Doesn't that sound better for you? Because I think that's what the universe is saying. Over the next few years, you're going to start to see the less you hold yourself back, the more powerful you become. Because you're not becoming divine. You're remembering that you always were with that star card in that corner. Boom. You know, that silence in your heart and your mind. That's between your thoughts. That's the universe hiding those secrets, saying, you know you're good enough? And you're like, maybe. And you're like, no, I am. I'm good enough. Emma, that's you. I'll hire you, employee number 1, because you're getting it done. You're not just bitching about it, you're doing it. You'll stress about it. You'll take the stress on yourself, which is not healthy, by the way. Smack. But you'll take the stress on yourself before bitching to someone. But that's because you are an entrepreneur. You have the entrepreneurial drive. I can't deal with this. That's NPC behavior. I can't deal with this. Not my fault. Don't. You know, you're like, I got it. Nailed it. Right? You're an entrepreneur. All right. Shrad Hack. Am I saying that right? How are you guys doing? Thank you, Emma. See, that's what I'm saying. We have people like Shannon. We have Brian kicking this off, and then we lead in with an Emma who says, pay me. World. No, it's good. I'm loving it. 9 p.m. Where are you at? 9 p.m. Good golly, Miss Molly. It's 10:30 a.m. here on the East Coast. I tell you, the world's going to be very different over the next even year, but even sooner than that. Shradak, how are you? All right. Any messages from my spirits or guides to me today? Of course. Let's go to my guides deck. Now, this is just my informal way of looking at this. And actually, this is my guides told me this. My divine deck, my communication deck, my deck, Cosmic's deck. Like if you said, hey, I need you to read for you, I grab this one. I don't know why. I just always do. I grab this one. So it's kind of like my gunslinger, it's my primary. My guides deck. 5 is alive. Anytime we're talking about like life or death or something really powerful, like, and I'm not talking the literal sense. I'm talking like it feels like it's on the cliffhanger. It's hanging by a thread. Anything like that, I pull from here. Or if there's something hidden, secrets, you know, hey, my brother-in-law, I think they're lying to me. I grab this deck usually. Usually. All right. Let's keep going. I appreciate you for being here. I'm just pulling intuitively. If you want to jump ahead of the queue, it's $10 donation just jumps you ahead. Otherwise, I'm just pulling random. And I'll grab 2 more here after I read. So I love when I get cards right out the gate like this. See, Empress Energy, three of Swords, Heartbreak, Fertility. We have the Becoming. I don't know if the Empress Energy or Aries Energy feels resonant with you or hits home with you. But I love this. This is maybe the last heartbreak is something here. Let's keep going. Yeah. Angelic energy coming through. Temperance, patience. Sag energy. Sag season's coming up 11/23 to 12/21. So we have this coming up. There's something coming in for you unequivocally. That when they come in with this position here, they're saying, hey, are you ready? Emotionally, are you ready? I think you are. I think that's what the first card was with the Empress energy and the heartbreak, saying you can handle any of that. You know, the sun's coming up. I feel like you're getting into this moment. Clarity. Yeah. See, It's very clear. I love this because it's showing me the rainbow after the sun. It gets better and better as you logically look at this. This could be marriage, it could be partnership, it could be long term, it could be grouping with the same minded people. But 10 of Cups is completion. It's emotional completion. It's the feelings. It's the getting what you want after a long journey, right? It's the offer. It's the communication. It's the spilled cups. It's the did I make the wrong choice? Am I holding back too much? It's that. It's logically this is going to come in. You're not on this earth to fail. You're on this earth to succeed, and that's what the divine energy is popping in here to say right away. You're on the earth to succeed. I'm laughing because they're coming through. You're the dark horse candidate too. They said, by the way, but wait, there's more. There's more. Another dark horse candidate. And the here and now, they're saying, and you're also a dark horse candidate. Think about when you're happy and you're enjoying, you're giggling and laughing. Just think for a moment how much better off you feel. How your problems just go away, right? When you're with the right group of people, your soul just resonates differently. Because when you put this in this position, it's the tip of your strength. Remember that you are not just a human. You're not just this human entity living and saying, I have this many lives, how many years to live on this lifetime. No, you're experiencing life in a very powerful way. When we're looking at the Six of Cups, we're looking at that moment of saying, I'm evolving. Scorpio, Death card, King of Cups. We're looking at that November 2nd to November 12th. This is this literal cycle. Right now, this golden position is the here and now. This is saying you are in this moment. Something's changing for you. It could be a relationship. It could be another person. We could be locking into you have been enough. You have always been enough. So whatever that is, you could have always been the enough for this other person. And that's where this relationship starts to come in by Sagittarius energy, which I know to be November 23rd. So this here is telling me we're lining up to a relationship, brand new start. Are you looking to date somebody perhaps? Because this looks like a new relationship. It's almost like friendship to dating. Yeah, look at moon energy. Hello. Something's hiding their feelings. I think that's what it is because we have the sun here in like the emotions and how you operate and how it is. And the outcome, oh, by the way, it wasn't just so-and-so. It was also this and this and this. Do you remember when that happened? I feel like it could be. We don't have it yet. It could be a friend or a coworker. It could be someone you already know is into you, very much into you. They want to pull two here. This is Strength card. This is Leo, King of Wands. This is Victory. This is victory with imbalance. You know, like saying there's something off, but there's still love here. This is divine match. So the Five of Wands is saying, or even the Six or the Seven of Wands that come along with the Strength, those come along with that, like that you have to get there. But this is the ultimate sacrifice, saying, the two of you make each other better. How much more satisfying could you be? Your guys are saying this partnership, it's an agreement pre-lifetime. It's an agreement pre-lifetime. This comes back. This is where the angel comes in and says, don't you remember? Don't you remember the contract? The scales of justice come in with this saying, don't you remember? And I think you're starting to, or something's starting to transpire in your universe. Songs, music, the way you feel about somebody, or somebody's feeling that way about you. And I feel like that's the fire energy. This is the friends first, 3 cups. Look it up yourself. But the friends first is like, hey, I'm really good. I get along with them really well. What about this? What if I hold hands? Have you ever touched hands with this person? I don't know if you did, but it feels like if you've touched hands with this person, you would know the spark is there, the energetic, the etheric feelings. The moment you know you're next to them, too close, just a little too close in a great way. That moment, because that's going to tell you right away that that's real. Look at that. See, there's my six. Six of Wands. I was telling you guys, because when I see the Strength card, I start to see 5, 6, 7s of Wands, but I saw the wand coming out and I saw it coming early. Your feelings are there. You can't hide how someone feels about you. And I think you already know who I'm talking about. You're like, I think they like me. I think there's something here. Your guides are like, trust that feeling. That's what this comes down to. That's what this whole thing, it's not about me reading tarot for you. It's not about you coming on here and us connecting, fist bumping. It's about you're right. You have been right. Let's lift the curtain. Let's lift the veil and say, you know what? You've been right. Your intuition's on. On this person, you're right. There could be a brand new start if you would believe and receive and understand that you are a gift to this universe. And the guides have been talking to you. They're not going to show you the whole picture. Do you pick up a book and go, hey, what's the last page say? Oh, wow, cool. Or do you want to read the whole book? Do you want to read the entire book from page 1? Maybe even the preface. Do you want to read the entire book? Right from the title, the cover, hold the book. You know, the old books with the nice leather bound, you know, bindings, and everything just feels right. The old pages, you can smell it. There's an experience to that, isn't there? And that's this. That's a real story, a real life tale coming out. But this is something divinely happening because you're the Dark West Canada in your lifetime, and in your existence. You are valuable, and you're the strength. The more you hold steady, the more you hold true to whatever it is you're doing, the better this becomes. But don't hide don't hide those feelings, because this is a complete ending. This is happening. I want to see if I can pick up a sign on this person. I would love that if I could. Wild card or nurturer. They're saying this could be Cancer, Chariot energy. This Queen of Wands leads us right back to Aries energy, 3-2-1. This is happening. But his past life intuition is happening. It's more a test of your intuition because of the Akashic records here, saying it's more of a test of what you can bring to this. Instead of me just giving you all the facts, which I know, I want that. I love that, you know. Give me everything. But this leads you. These are breadcrumbs onto the path, onto what you've been looking for, what you've been needing, going into. What you deserve. Are you deserving of this? Absolutely. Do you see love? No, you don't see the love. You don't see the hidden treasure chest of love that you can unlock. You don't see that yet. You have to get to that part of the quest in your lifetime. My friends, how are you? Let's go back to chat. Let's get some iced tea here. I appreciate every single one of you for being here. I love that you guys are here. I love seeing how you guys are all working together, supporting each other, growing. It's amazing to watch, isn't it? Absolutely fun to watch you guys grow and build. Love Anna, Tarot with Ether, Ethereal Moonlight, yes. You guys growing your channels. It's fun to watch. And there's no pressure on it. It's just you're doing it because you know you're making a difference. I'm just letting you guys know. People see it. I see it. So others have to see it. And that's what's important, that you're seen. I recognize it. I'm proud of you guys. I'm very proud of you for being there and putting that work in. And what you're doing, you're being authentically yourselves. And that's what we need at this point in our lives, right? We need the authentic versions of us. How fun would that be? Being authentically us. It gets so much easier to exist. When you're authentically you, it's easier to get to the wall kiss, as it would be, right? Because when you're blocking, you're not going to be... You can't get to that moment of vulnerability and passion and understanding. You can't. It's just you can't get there. But when you are connecting, and when you are connecting to people who understand and relate, it matters. It makes a big difference. Doesn't matter if you're a Virgo, an Aquarius, a Cancer, Pisces, Gemini. It doesn't matter. Not in that sense. Because all you're saying is, I respect your journey. And we respect each other's journey. And especially when someone's stuck, right? Yeah. It's like, ugh. So let's do this. Is Dominate still here? I'm going to grab them right now because that's a tough question. And that's one of those things I look for. I love this. Because they want a message from Spirit. They had a recent loved one that passed on January 25th. So I'm literally just going to read for them for just a second. If they're here, we give them just the floor and let them come up to the stage and say, let's read for you. Because this is not just about them, not about you, me. It's about this person who passed and giving them a chance to have a voice. How fun is that? Because they're not gone. They're just on the other side. You know, their cell phone doesn't work anymore. You know, think about going back to like the pager or passing notes in class. Yes, because that's what this is. So they might not be here. They might have left. They might have paused. But let's see here. We'll give them a second to hop on here. So Dominate, if you're here, make some noise. Let us know. Because I love these questions. I love these interesting, deeper questions. Because when people pass, it affects us. It affects all of us. And it's hard to say it doesn't. And the more you can feel that, the more people, like you say, hey, I know so-and-so passed, or my mom passed, or whoever, and the more you can lean into, I know they're still here, just not here, and you know it, you'll see signs from them. Yes, you will. You absolutely will. I mean, I'm telling you. I promise you. I pinky promise you. I really do. I just get a sign right now. Because what it is you get these weird signs that just pop up. Because when they show up, they're showing up to say, I'm here still. It's not to make you feel bad. It's to learn that we continue. The smelling smoke, I've had that. My grandparents would chain smoke off each other. And I was at the house, and no smoking at my house. And I was sitting in the living room, and all of a sudden I smelled like smoke. And I followed it and went up the stairs. I'm like, what the hell? Like, it was like her cigarettes, my grandmother's cigarettes. I was like, it was. And then my wife, she was like, she goes, you smell cigarettes? I didn't say anything. She goes, and I was like, yeah. And it was so crazy. All right, my friends, let's continue. I'm going to leave Dominate in here for a minute. If they come back, let me know. But I want to have them here. I want to have them present for this because I felt like something was up. But I want to make sure they're here, if they're here. So join the queue. Let you guys know what I could do here. I'm just grabbing one at a time. Neon, how are you? Whatever spirit has for me. All right, Sabin, hang in there. We can grab for you too. Let's see. Spirit messages. So I'm doing this because I feel like somebody's here. So that's why I'm doing 5 is alive, right? Because off to my left, I just saw something. Like, it's just, I can't explain it. That's why I do Beyond the Veil. It's literally me doing my spiritual mediumship with tarot. That's why I do what I do. But I just have Eterna on there just to kind of document what I'm doing. I never really explained that to anybody, I guess. I just did it. And then Cosmic's Codex is just me chatting with Eterna and just having a conversation. But anyway, let's do this. Neon, this is for you. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you. These cards are definitely trying to come out. Yellow is solar output, which means it's what you put out to the universe, what you put out into your creation. You're looking for a change, emotional change. Something has to give, right? Something has to change for you. And that's good. The moment you accept or want to put the change into effect, and this is now, by the way, this is November 2nd to November 12th. This is what makes it so fascinating. This is literally, as we sit here today, this is this date, this week. Take action. As I just said, take action. So they want you to take action, but they want you to take action because there's something you deserve with your Akashic record, and that's it. Looking at maybe past life, maybe past energy, even the I want to honestly tell you that this is making up because we're going back in time. You're basically, the more you take action, you're going to resolve past life lessons, past life failed life lessons, to be fair with you. So Neon, what you're doing is like you and I talking right now. This is what they just told me. Good example. You and I are past life. But by me reading you, it's resolved past life lessons on a many, many levels, many grand scales. But for you, you have to initiate the connection. As I initiated the go live, click button, read you, right? And that it takes both of us. So watch what you're going to see here. Past life, passion, take action, go back. But this is not just go back to 10 years ago. This is go back to 15, 500, 16, 1600. It could be going back many lifetimes. Your soul is infinite, and that's what it's trying to remind you of. This is a notification. When this comes in, this is a notification like this, like on your phone. Boop, boop. Like, you know how you get, oh my God, yeah, I got 4 messages I got to respond to, right? It's the messages saying you are the catalyst. You are the reason that things happen for you. And the universe is very proud of you, by the way. Capricorn, devil in the details. Ask yourself, right? There's going to be a major, major change for you. Something amazing. Relationship. The next relationship you're in is going to be by January. Middle January. You're going to be in a relationship with somebody by January. And that relationship's going to help fix past life lessons. See? Yeah. It gets over heartbreak, or it's related to past life heartbreak, right? Being raw, being honest. This looks like you left somebody. Like, I'm sorry, we have kids, I have to leave you. Like, really raw. You know, that kind of person in a past life. But you come back to this person in this life and say, hey, it's nice to be back together. See? So the Three of Pentacles is that moment of, you're going to, by December 31st, you know who they are. You're dating them. But this relationship kicks into high gear by early January. You're asking for this. You're calling in, and the universe says, yes, you are. Here it comes. Empress energy. It's that wonderful fertility saying anything's possible. Growth is possible. Versus the Emperor, where it's patriarchal. I have control. Don't you worry. This is allow it to bloom. Allow it to blossom. If we have a child, we have a child. It's that. Anything's possible. And that's the mindset you're into, because past life is here. It's saying we're going into this. You're in a knight in shining armor. You're going to be very recognizable to this person, by the way. And they're going to be very recognizable to you. Because what it does is it's going to say, hey, this is justice for a past life tower moment. And that's the moment you take the sword and say, hey, I'm here to try to rectify it. Somebody or something is on your mind. It could be a person, could be another party. There's always that other person you're thinking about. And that could be why we're distracted by this. That could be why we're distracted by whatever's going down here. Because the notification's coming down here. You can see how this tower moment is being given to you like this. It's like it's coming down from the universe, slamming into your world. But by doing this, you're able to handle it. But this is the notification to you as we sit here today. In that November, the beginning of November, Scorpio energy, in Scorpio season, saying this is happening. You can't stop this. You would like to, but you have till the end of December to embrace whatever this is. Empress energy right here. The guys are telling you you're due for love, strength. This is a partnership of two beautiful souls meeting themselves equally. As you know here, she's not controlling the lion. She's guiding the lion. She's not. If she was trying to keep that lion's mouth shut, what would happen? If she was trying to pull the lion's head back, what would happen? Let's be honest with each other. This is an angelically gifted relationship. This is something happen here where it's going to have challenges. Nothing's going to be seamless. We all want the seamless relationship. But the honest truth here, Neon, is this relationship that happens going into January is past life. Is it long-term, short-term? I guess it's really up to you guys. It's the Justice card coming in, Libra Justice, and it's just matter. The only thing you need to know is the sword is in your hand. It's your taking action. It's what makes this happen. And you have three of them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You have three of them coming up over there. I'm going to say this is like a relationship that's not meant for long-term. It's meant for just, hey, hey, we're not good to date, but I really appreciate you. You ever leave a relationship like that and are actually friendly? It's really difficult. But my phone number will never change. Call me. If you ever need something, call me. And I'll call you if I need something. But is your phone number going to change? That's the difference. Like I would never, I don't block exes, Neon. And this is what you're learning in your existence here is you're not blocking or fighting with those people. You're putting them at a distance. You're learning that these are life lessons. And you're getting put into a new one as we speak. If you're not already talking to this person, I would be a little surprised. Go back to chat for a second. Neon, are you talking to someone now? It feels like you're talking to someone. But this is not a long-term relationship. You have three of them, and then the fourth is your permanent. That's marriage. I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to date three people, and you're going to make it feel great. You're not trying to trick them or anything. Just say, hey, I'm trying to find myself here. You can even say, hey, I had this tarot reader tell me I'm going through relationships. I'm trying to figure out who the hell I am. You know how amazingly, oh man, it's so vulnerable, but it's real. Because when you say that, it gives someone a chance to see that you're really genuine. And like, you're not trying to trick them. Oh yeah, I'll marry you. I'll put a ring on, and like, no, you won't. No, you won't. And that's why when people say that, but you're just saying, I don't know what the future holds for me. If you're that partner, then yes, let it be. But I'm willing to explore that with you. That's the beautiful part of this. I appreciate you guys for being here, and I appreciate you for bringing this energy. Dominate, are you here? If you are, make some noise. Otherwise, we're going to go with I think it's a new subscriber that hopped in here. I think it was Sabine Marie. I think that's who it was. I appreciate you. This is the real work. This is after this happens, just so you know, and it could be the next couple of years, 2 to 3 years, you date these people, being honest. And it's really wonderful because then you're already into your spiritual awakening phase. I think you move into what I call quantum shifting. And that's a whole nother level. You could look it up yourself, but it's really fascinating. I should spend some time talking about it. Maybe I'll put out a Cosmic Codex on just what the difference is between the two. But I feel like there's something there. Sabine is up next. Let's see who else we have. I think I said Crystal. All right, I have Sabine. All right, I'm gonna take Dominate out. Sorry, Dominate. I'd love to have read. Sabine Marie, how are you? So to join the queue, exclamation point join, and I'll get you in. I'll read as honest as I can. I'm reading it as though you and I are best friends. We are like either brothers, cousins, friends, or even lovers. And we're on our last date. We're like, this is it, right? Yep, and we're going to read each other. I'm going to read you one last time. I'm reading you as though this is the moment it matters. This is the one that matters most. I appreciate you guys for being here. I really do. I love reading. I love the moment of getting connected. I cleanse my space. I have crystals. I'm very spiritual in this respect. I try to protect my energy for so many reasons. Not just my own, but yours. But then the children I teach at school. I want to make sure you guys are, and we're all protected. I appreciate you all. Let's see here, Sabine. I think this is your reading. Do you have a question? I see it here. Sorry. Well, I spend time with my crush, Richard. I'm a Taurus. He's a Leo. All right, let's do this. I love this. All right. I'm going to go with the moon deck. The unknown. I don't know Sabine. Sabine doesn't. Whoa, Sabine. Looking good already. Looking good already. Yeah, so don't panic. When you see these cards upside down, it's just like reading a different version of the script. That's all. It just means stuck. Just throw the word stuck in front of that. Or around it, or paused. Here we go. Oh my God. Sabine. 2 cards it is. Capricorn. Yes, and yes. You're gonna hang out with them. December is the deadline. You're both attracted to each other. One of you is saying more than the other. That's what I feel like's happening. Look at your fighting feelings. Good golly, Miss Molly. This right here is a little bit Capricorn energy going in here. I don't feel like anyone's hiding it. They're just not saying it. Look at this. You guys are very attracted to each other. Wow. Like there is no other. Yes, like this is very easy to read. Your regret is faced inward. It's like if I don't get them, I'm regretful. Don't be regretful. They're already there. You have them. Look, yeah. This is truth energy. This is all Aquarian energy. Look, it looks negative, but the 5, 6, 7 of swords are all Aquarian star truth-seeking energy. So what it's saying, look at all this truth you found out, all the fact-finding you found out. Look at this, Gemini lover energy. You're going to get yourself all worked up over nothing, the universe is telling you. Yes, yes, and yes. Allow yourself to enjoy the moment, to be part of the process. Right? Yeah. Good golly. This is them. Just send them a message. You don't have to oversend it. Don't message them every hour. Just say, hey, what's going on? Say, hey, I was just thinking, this reminds me of you. And whatever it is, and don't find something. When it feels right, let it happen. The universe says, don't fight that. You know how you've been fighting that feeling of, oh, I want you. I can't. No. If they're not going to match with that, then goodbye. See ya. You're out. See? You're trying to hold back. Not anymore. So let's do this. Let's focus on what you want. What's your end goal with this? Happiness, home, life, money, family, homes, plural. Then aim for that. That's the vision you want. That's the vision you get. You want intimacy, you get intimacy. You want connection, you want connection. But I don't see the communication happening. I see like the cups are here, but we're not talking about it. We're just feeling it. There's so much there's a lot of intimacy. There's a lot of feelings here between the two of you. Wow. Like, wow. You guys are feeling each other. Like fighting the feelings. Like, do I just move on? I can't deal with this. It's so intense. Like, see? Like, I want to say all these things, but I won't. I'll just move on. Chariot energy. Vroom, vroom. Wow. If you guys lean into it or just start giving each other hints about how you guys really feel, boom, this thing, it takes off. But one of you has to give. One of you has to give in and say, hey, I really care about you. See? Look. Angelic, the one card. Look at this. One of you has to give, but you guys are not saying what you really want to say. This looks really good. But don't get intimate before you've had the discussion of how you guys feel for each other. Don't let it just happen. I know it sounds so passionate, like ever see Fatal Attraction? Anybody? The movie's amazing, by the way. But yeah, they didn't have any conversation, and it just got really crazy. That stuff's real. But have the conversation. Don't be afraid. What happens later on in life when you have children with them, or you're having the home, or you're having problems, or how do you talk about it? You can't just run too physical. It becomes a very dangerous relationship, toxic. But yes, Sabine, they're interested. They're very much interested. And you do not want a fatal attraction. Oh, he realizes you're a possibility. That December, in his mind, this year, for both of you guys, you both see December as, I'll call it the good deadline. Like, you both see it happening in December. Let me ask you point blank, Sabine, do you feel it happening in December, yes or no? Because December is like, that's their, like, they're taking you on. Like, they're giving you space. It's the only way I can put it. They give you space, but they don't communicate they're giving you space. Or you're not communicating how you feel. Am I right on that? Because I feel like December is happening. And it's not to panic you. My guides don't want me to panic you. But yes, they want it in December. You both like it. You both like it in December. So that's the convergence point. Think about this. So the guides are telling you, hey, they want it for December. You want it for December. December feels right, doesn't it? It just feels better. It feels like, oh, I'm not rushing it. And December's correct. It happens in December, just so you know. See, you're not wrong. That's how this works. How are you guys doing? I appreciate you for being here. On Monday, I'll be back. Members Only Monday. We'll be raffling off another t-shirt, so be sure to be there. I'm on at 7 p.m. to usually 9. I've been on actually longer, and I try to stay off of the queue. I try to just do this to chat, so I appreciate you all for being here. Brenduska, I love you that you're back. Fatal Attraction. He's a strange, solitary man. I sent him a message about a show I haven't seen back. Give him space. Yeah, that's it. I think he is... they're just on limited production right now. It's at cozyfly.co. Cozyfly.co. You can buy them, but they're just super limited production. I'm just basically boosting... For a while, I'm going to be giving them away. And then even the one I just gave away, I had it, the Cosmic Boogeyman logo. I haven't really shared it with you guys yet. It's this new logo I'm going to end up going with. But it's like this octopus, space octopus, and he has a Christmas cap on. It's super cute. So they're all unique. Like a lot of them are being unique, or I'm designing them so I can come back out and just say, okay, now I have all of these designs. So that's what I've been working on. So much fun. All right, my friends, let's keep going. Let's see, who was new? I see. I'm going to read off the queue. You guys tell me, because some of the names, I know so nice is here, Divine Timing, Joanna, it's at Rana, Princess Julianne, Chris Bosch, Lilith, Ethereal, Moni, I think it's Mooney, Love Anna, how are you? Miss K, welcome back. Tanvia. That's a good question, actually. What's the most important guidance I need right now in my spiritual growth in my twin flame journey? I do love that question. Earth Angel, Danny Carmona, Kesey, and Diamond Girl. Let's do this. Let me grab one random. Mooney. I don't know if I'm saying that. Career reading for me. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And then we'll grab another one. Here we go. Earth Angel. All right, I'll keep going. I'll be on here for a little longer. I'll be on here for actually a while longer. So if you guys want to hang out, but yeah, I'm just basically going intuitive, reading and just seeing what I get. Sometimes I'll go longer than 9 cards or whatever, but it's fun. The 3 cards are just too short for me. And I think we all want to know more. We're all so nosy, aren't we? Yeah, you don't want to see the police car drive away. You want to see what happened, and then the police show up. You want to see the whole narrative. All right. Let's see. Mooney. Can you call me? Can you call me random, Cosmic? I can call you random. Yeah, I don't know why the name is in there like this. Call you random. All right, random. Random, how are you? All right, so are you looking for a career reading, you said? I'm going to go to my guides on this. They want me to do what's called a waterfall read for you. It's a little different than I've been doing, but I do this as well. Oh, random stuff. I don't know if there's something changed here. He is random. Yeah. I don't know. It just has these weird, maybe it's just the logins are different from Streamlabs. Wow. Okay. This is already strong. All right. So there's 4 pillars to your existence, 4 pillars to your success. When you're going into this, their continued success, like every breath is a contract with renewed creation as you go through this, right? Your attention, your subconscious, it's like there's something more here, but what it's having me do is it's having me look at it like realizing that you're realizing that this pain, this existence that you've gone through is love in disguise. It's calling you back home, essentially. Dark Horse candidate for you as well. Mid-deck pull. Go back and rewatch it. But your true manifestation is not summoning. It's remembering that you created everything that's about to come down here. King of Pentacles, wise investor. Taurus, Hierophant energy, but it's really the wise investor, the one who gives and gives and gives. So then there's the other half of this, the duality, right? The Dark Horse candidate, the one you don't expect, the one that we block, the one that we hold back from. The one that you look at, hey, it's coincidence, and there's the other half of you realizes it's a breadcrumb from your higher self saying your commitment. You have these 4 pillars. So these 4 pillars could honestly be, maybe it could be your soul. It could be earth, mind, body, spirit. It could be one of those things. It could be looking at it like maybe you weren't looking to find something in between this. Maybe it's the existence. But let's keep going for a second. Yeah, it's completion. Wow. You set your mind on something or your goal on something and you go that way. You lock in and you get it because you build, and you're willing to fight for whatever this is. Brand new start also coming in for you as well. Underneath everything, this lock in, you say, hey, I want this, then go get it. If I said to you random, if I said to you just in general, millionaire by this time next year, your response would be, and would absolutely be, I'll do it. Not, I can't, how am I supposed to? Not, then it's, I'll figure it out. So when you start working your way towards building, you build off of every victory, every even loss, unfortunately. But as you start building against these wins and losses, it's about money. And the truth is, you're chasing money. You're chasing that, what it's like behind the career. And the universe says, well, you can make $1 million. Think about it for just a second. Give yourself a pause and say, if I gave myself 12 months, could I make $1 million? And it gets it gets more and more difficult to do it, right? The closer you are to that 12-month mark, going to 11, 10, 9, 8, and going all the way down to 2 months, right? And then get 1 month. And that's when it gets more difficult. But the truth is, you set your motion 12 months out. You set your intentions 12 months out. That's December. So they're saying, if you said to yourself, I'm going to set a goal for myself and tell people, random, career, money, finances, whatever it is, do this for yourself. The universe, your guides, your higher calling, because I feel like it's even your spirit guide, like the number one divine liaison to your whole spirit council. That person is saying, this is your goal. Let's not think 2 weeks out. Let's think 12 months out for a second and set a goal for yourself. and never let go. Never forget about it. Like everyone goes, oh, I'll do the New Year's resolutions. No. This is not that. This is like by December 31st next year, I'll have this. And guess what happens? By January 1st, hey, it's changed. It's looking at it backwards, saying, what's the end result? How do I get there? So you're setting that in motion, saying, I have this goal in mind that I'm going to set in motion. So as you notice, this is the church. This is both the church. So as you see, the church is here, but what we're getting is you're getting the inside or outside view. And most of us take the outside view. January 1st, I'm setting a New Year's resolution because you feel bad about everything that happened over the hall. No. That's not how you do it. You set an intention when you're in a good space, a good mind space, when you're in a good place. And that's what sets the in motion. That's the dark horse candidate. That's the energy that you set in motion. You're self-assuring your victory, but you just have to lock it in saying, I know I said it during a good time. Fight for what you believe in. Brand new start. Money comes in. Because right here is 8, 9 pentacles. 10 pentacles, million. You could have $1 million if you believe in yourself that much. Say, I'll have $1 million. More than I have now, I'll have $1 million next year at this time. And they're even saying go to December 31st to be very specific to you, because that's December 31st. Fight for that. Invest into December 31st, saying by December 31st, 2026, I will, and that becomes a mantra, a living manifestation, a living manifesto, as it would be. And you never walk away from that. People can laugh at you and you say, you laugh all you want. We'll see what happens. Because what happens is this is the reality. You're the dark horse candidate. They're not expecting it, but when things start falling in your favor, they go, wait, what the hell's happening here? They go, how is he doing that? Well, how are they doing that? How are we creating that? How is that becoming? So how are we becoming this, whatever that is? That's you changing your intent, rewiring your ego, rewiring your existence in this reality. You forgot who you were, and now you're remembering. You're saying, oh, I just need time to work on this. That got it. Nailed it. So you might even take up another hobby or two. You might go do something. You might go pick up a craft or go do something on the side that's just for you, not for anyone to know, just something you learn. When did you learn how to play guitar? Oh, over the last year. I set my intention. I set 2 nights a week. I went and practiced for an hour. Really? Yeah. What? I'm like, what? And so December 31st, next year, you're doing this talent and you're doing this and you have this, and whatever it is, you're all of a sudden you're there. It could be even something super simple like that. Imagine someone starting a YouTube channel. Look at it, be as simple as this. My guides want me to end on this. But starting a YouTube channel saying, I don't know how to play, but I'm going to document me playing and learning how to play. And then putting that out there as a channel. How crazy would that be? Like not knowing how to play a guitar. I've never played an instrument, but this is video 1. People will go, oh my God, this is so funny. But all of a sudden, by video like 2005, it's going to be very different, wouldn't it be? You could see the progression. That would be amazing. It's that. It's understanding the end goal, not the journey, but saying, I know what the end goal is. I know what's at top of the mountain. So it's committing. It's controlling. Ambition versus instinct. Random, I appreciate you for being here. Thank you, guys. Let's keep going. Who else is here? Make some noise in the chat. Let me know you guys are still having a good time. I appreciate you for being here. On Monday, I'll be back for Members Only Monday. It's 11:11 Eastern Time right now. Make a wish, if you would. And then on Tuesday, it's 11:11. Like, for real. How crazy is that? All right, let's keep going. Earth Angel, rest of the year forecast. Chris Bosch, I'm here. So Love Anna's saying, I can still sing. That's what you're saying. Love Anna's like, I can still sing if I want to. If I choose to, I can still sing. All right. Let's do this. Ooh, wow. Earth Angel, you're locked into December as well. You're moving towards December. Also, what you have is you're learning stuff fast. You've changed your mindset. You're taking 2 people with you. Soul Tribe. First time we've had Soul Tribe all day. First time we've had a 5 of Wands all day. 6 tarot decks. Yeah. You bring it out. How cool is that? Look at this. Yeah, they said, oh, you want the wand. Here it is. That's you. Your creation process is your it's your break from freedom. December, Akashic Record. I think that's what's coming through here. December. We have to be patient. We have to be patient because your patience is what leads your soul tribe, which leads your group. And we have regret. I get that. 5 of Cups, but the change has to happen. You have to break some eggs to make that beautiful cake, right? And look at it like this. Even better than that. Don't even break the eggs. Cook with your partner, kind of thing, right? So when you're making this, you're doing it with others. You're not just on your own journey. You're on your journey with others. And as you're doing this, you're enjoying that journey. Some of it could be creating content. Some of it could be hanging out with friends, family. Some of it could be just you enjoying your own energy, right? How awkward does that sound? But enjoying you. Life lessons here. We have the angelic life lesson saying at the base, the root of the emotion, you are going to be in a very wonderful place by the end of December. You're realizing and learning how amazing you really are. How much you dismissed yourself over the last, say, year or 2, maybe 2, maybe 3 years. But this is a new 9-year cycle kicking off, or it's becoming something new because you're saying, hey, I lived in regret no more. I live in success. And that's what's happening, because when you start looking at this, you're looking at it in micro increments, saying 3, 6, 9 months, and you're raising your vibration as you do it. How am I becoming better? What am I becoming? How am I enjoying me more? How am I loving me more? You know, and most of us say, hey, do you love yourself? And oh, yeah, I do. And then you ask about it, and people will kind of start to falter. But if I asked even you, and I said, hey, how much do you love yourself? And it would be unconditionally. Because that's what you're learning. Your soul needs that unconditional love. You need to be seen, not just by others, but by yourself. And the rest of the year is just you opening up that mindset that you have always been enough. You've never not been enough. The universe has been teaching you to remember that, saying, who taught you that you were never enough? So this is that moment that you start to look at things and I wouldn't call it regret, but maybe even mirror back what's happening. Because there's an offset, right? There's a mismatch. But short throw energy says, do we really miss those people who never made us feel enough? Do we miss those people who always made us feel as though we weren't helping them enough? No. So the rest of the year is taking time to just pause and say, I'm thankful for, and what are you thankful for? For letting go of those people who slowed you down. Life lesson is letting those people go, because that's what we're looking at. We're not looking at success going forward. We're looking at being grateful for you. You're grateful for you because you made those steps. You made those sacrifices to say, hey, I had to cut the chains. I had to get rid of those people who were holding me back. That's the life lesson here. You're very divinely touched and you have angelic influence. And on top of that, you are very powerfully aligned, as you see by these cards coming out. So what it's telling us to tell you is you are the dark horse candidate for a lot of people. And that's amazing. Because we've been seeing this is the card of choice tonight. This is the card of patience. You embody you embody patience, right? Is it worth getting upset over? Am I raising my vibration? Yes. Am I learning life lessons? Yes and yes and yes. Some are in the 3D, some are in the 5D, some are in the 7D, 9D. Some are very spiritual and some are just trivial. But the depth that you're experiencing is called rebirth. And by the end of the year, you're going to look back and say, wow, I did change. As much as you look back and say, July, are you different? Yes, you are. What about January of 25? Are you different? Yep. What about December of 24? Yes. But you did that. That was you who put that in there. You had to overcome all of those self-doubt, all of those ingrained thoughts that people put in you. And remember how amazing you really, really are. It's not about looks, about desire. It's about what you are inside, what it is you want. Who tells you no? You tell you no. We have a lot of gifts coming into the new year. Even like I said, the next 9-year cycle, you're going to learn about stability, intuition, passion, past life, happiness, your growth mindset. Those are the things you're taking out of this reading. And some of those you've already kind of started to realize. So don't look at it as the rest of the year forecast. Look at it as the next 9-year forecast. Because we're not living in regret anymore. People are looking to you for guidance going into the next 9 years. That's a beautiful thing. Gonna split up your cards here. Give them some good energy. Good energons. How you guys doing? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Brent Dusk is testing. What else do we got? Who do we got here? Who would be next? We got the queue is bombing. I think it's Holly's next. Is what I have. Holly, how are you? It is just Holly wants to know. Can I get another love reading because there's no forward movement? Thanks. Yes, let's read on this. What are the signs on these people, on this partner here, Holly? What's the sign on them? And I'll let you pick any tarot deck. A couple. You can pick 2 if you want. We'll pull. But Holly, I'm so happy to have you here. I really am. Let's see. He's a Capricorn. Good God, right? Earthbound energy. Ugh. No, I love Capricorn. I do. Just very different than what I would expect. 2 and 3. So this is 2 tarot decks at once. Just so you guys know, like I'm holding a double tarot deck. So that's what I've been doing a little more and more instead of just splitting them, because I can hold this. Like I totally forgot I was doing this a while back, and I just kind of gave up on that. But yeah. So let's be fair, Capricorns, they can be practical, but too practical, or even like a little, maybe even too independent. All right, let's see what we get on this person here. So Capricorn, and what you said? I am. I did hold 3 tarot decks for you, Ethereal. My hand was huge. It was like wonk. All right, Holly says Scorpio. Oh, good. Scorpios remind me of like the badass hot chicks in leather. I don't know why. That's the first thing I come up with. I think of that. You know? It's like I don't want to get too close to a Scorpio. No, I'm just kidding. Scorpios are fun though. I think they're so bold. Like maybe that's what it is. And they're determined. It's like, whoa, it's passion that comes with it. 2 cards out, right out the gate. Here we go. Relationship, justice. You want answers. Holly wants answers. There's this Scorpio energy right there. They want answers, right? Tell me, goddammit. Yeah. Definitely friends. Logically, there's friends first. I get that. There's 3 of Cups. That's the Cancer energy. That's the depth. That's the nurturing. Because you're the nurturer. You're the one who's giving to it. Queen of Wands. Wow, you're giving a lot more than they are. Mid-deck pull. That's past life. You guys have past life. That's why this is so strong, because you guys have past life energy. What's also happening is it's triggering your soul here. You know it. Like you can't get them out of your mind. Passion, intuition, cat. Maybe there's a cat playing a part here. Could be. Maybe there's an animal. I do not need that many. It is so annoying. You want to move on, or they want to move on. I'm not taking this. One of you guys, it's like I want to move on, but then you like really, it's so intoxicating. Like I hate you, but I love you so much. See, it's like you're drawn into them. That's you. That's Gemini lover energy. You're drawn into this intelligence. Do they study? Do they read books, or do you read books? Someone is very intelligent by intelligence, by schooling standards. They could be considered very intelligent, not just. They could even be emotionally or spiritually intelligent too. They might have a lot of intelligence. And that could be what this is. Because it's like you're trying to, like, I want every piece of you, not just some of you. There's the moon energy, something hidden. There's the Scorpio also coming back. We have the water energy. I think you can't control this energy, and that's the difference. You're like, I want to control every piece of you, and they won't let you control them. Yeah, look at Soul Tribe energy. You guys are definitely destined to be together, but you can't control each other. You have to allow it to happen. The blindfold's coming off, and I think the more the blindfold comes off, the swords fall out. So we have to be careful, because you don't want to get rid of the illusion too soon. See, because then you'll be left with just the fact. And what's the fact? That they're not playing your game. They're not fulfilling your need. And that happens. It's happened to me more than once. Like where I'd kind of be in a relationship, I'd see them in the cards here, Holly, no joke. I'd see them in the cards constantly, know their sign, everything, see them. And they would talk to them and they would pretend like nothing's up, because I don't know if it's because they knew I had this, but then they would just fade out and then they would be gone from the cards. But what I get from this is we're getting this connections here, but there's an expectation, and that's what's scary, because that expectation is going to put pressure, just too much pressure, and it's going to end it, because it's kind of like I want to move on, I'm done with this, and maybe you should move on, and that might bring you back together to say, hey, I want this, because there's this angelic relationship, almost like, do you see this as marriage? Not necessarily, more as friendship, more as like it could be, but you really want this, but you want it to be more. But there's the vroom vroom travel card. Is there travel coming up for you? But letting this just go and become, you guys have some kind of past life here, because you might be better off getting back together with them. You know, sometimes when you break up and then you get back together, it's better. Maybe telling them, hey, I want to take a break and see what happens. Risking it, because that's going to teach them that you're not just always available to them. And that's what I'm going to tell you. It's just give them, say, hey, I want to take a break. Because if they're not communicating, you're offering your cup to communicate, then take a break. Then you give them that chance, December energy, and then give them to December. Don't communicate, don't message them, don't look on their socials, nothing. And then that's what it is. You set in the intention, hey, it's over. I need more than this. I am worth more than this. Because you are soul tribe, you are past life, but you have been meant back in this life. The reason you're feeling this is you are meant to get back together, but you cannot, I repeat, cannot be responsible for their soul path. You cannot be responsible for any karmic lessons they're not taking on. So what I see is they're not pulling their weight on this. King of Cups, Scorpio energy, there has to be a change, has to be a shift. But I see a lot of energy, and it's they know that you guys are into each other. That's not the problem. The problem is there's no communication happening between the two of you. So if you just say, hey, look, or just don't even talk to them, just take a pause. Just stop messaging them as much and see what happens. Take a break for yourself. See? Yeah. Flip the switch. Take control back. I think you're nervous about that because what would happen? Will I lose them? So what? If you lose them, you get somebody better, because this is your life lesson. Your Gemini lover energy is trying to compensate for their lack of caring, their lack of devoted energy. And that's why I said, oh God, Capricorn. Because Capricorns they're very family oriented. When you can lock them down, marry them, perfect. But they can also be very independent, almost inflexible. That part of the energy is it's interesting, right? It's that prudent part of them saying, hey, I can do this. But when you're coming at them with that Scorpio passionate, I need protection, or I want to protect, that it gets jealous almost, like, where are you? Because they're off being independent. It's not a great match. That's Capricorn right there. We have Scorpio right here. This is Scorpio, that's Capricorn, just so you know. Like, I'm not just making this up. So right now you're in alignment, but you're saying, I need love. I want to be loved. And that's what this is. You're saying, give me love. And I'm agreeing with you. You need love. So let them know, I want to be loved. I need something more than this. If they can't evolve and become, then let them know. Say, I need more. I want to take a break. I need more than this. So that adds it in. If you've ever seen the Four of Cups, it's the guy under the tree just sitting there hanging back. It's Cancer energy. It's the nurturer who's not nurturing. It's you being you. I see you, if you want to have a baby in the future, you want to become you want to have that moment of like the red banner day, as it would be, saying, hey, I'm so proud I made this choice. Then do this. Don't sacrifice early on in the relationship and become detached to that fact that you're not getting the love that you deserve. I know it's really easy, to idolize all this stuff and say, oh, this makes sense, or be diplomatic to it. No, you deserve love. So just be honest with them and say, hey, look, I'm just going to be honest. Say, I'm just taking time to myself. Or like I said, don't message them as much. It's okay. If it falls apart, it falls apart. Gemini lover energy right there, because that'll get them in their head and get you out of your head. Because the swords don't need to fall out, because if you sit there just keeping this in the relationship, there's no magic there. Like, here's a good example for you, Holly. Like, wouldn't you rather a text, hey, we're going out Saturday at 8 p.m. Dress nice. I'll pick you up. Right? A little mystery, a little surprise. Like, what does that mean? What's dress nice? Like, that's a lot of emotion that you need. That's that intense emotion that you're requiring. Not that humorous independence. You appreciate that hard work that comes along with Capricorn. They're going to keep persevering and push, yes. But what you need is that person who's going to match that. They're going to match that energy that you're looking for. And if they can't recognize that you need that, then there's a problem. We're stuck and we're not going to get any better. So take ownership. Say, I know what I want. This is what I desire, and this is what I have. You have feelings for each other, undeniable. You guys want each other, undeniable. You have a past life lesson here, undeniable. But if they don't come back to that idea that they have to put a little more effort in, then, but you might have to lead them. They might just not be aware because of their Capricorn energy. They might not just see it, you know. And what we had here, and remind you, you pulled 2 tarot decks. Like, this is a double tarot deck. So they might be just trying to be self-controlled or serious or too traditional, and say, stop being so goddamn traditional and let's be a little secretive and fun, right? How much more fun could that be? And that's where you might be aligned to a different cause, but let that person know. Just say, hey, this is who I am. This is what I desire. There's no magic answer here. Here's your card, I guess. Don't hold back being you. So study your love. So focus on studies. No one's saying cheat on them. No one's saying they're cheating on you. They're not hyper focused on the relationship with you. You're giving more energy than they are, and that's not fair. But I agree, you should pull your energy back. You're not wrong. Not maybe. Holly, not maybe. This is not a maybe situation. Definitely someone's coming back. Like, you're going to have the moment of someone comes in and helps you find you. Because you don't feel complete with this person. That's the difference. You're feeling incomplete. You know your value. You know how amazing you really are, yes? Let's be honest with each other. How fun are you? Like, how fun can you be? And I'm not talking just like the determined side of you. I'm talking about like the really fun stuff. So it's not that you're not, you can actually get there if someone gives you that moment of like, let's do this, but there's not that option. So what do you do? How do you do that? What do you do with that? You just have to be you. You have to be the version of you that requires the honest, self-loving part of you says, I love me. I love me enough to say, hey, I'm taking a break. And that's being emotionally mature, saying I'm going to take a break for a little bit. And they may be like, oh yeah, no worries, and push you off, but they're going to miss you because there's nobody like you in their life. I can tell you. All right, Tanvia, let's see what you got here. What's the most guidance I need right now for my spiritual growth and twin flame journey? I love this question. How many of you guys are going through twin flame? Raise your hand. Hit the thumbs up, better yet. Leave a comment after I get out of this video. Leave a comment below. No, but really, how many of you guys are going through a twin flame journey? Let me know. I'm always curious to know, because that twin flame journey, it could even be this. You know, you're teaching each other to better yourselves, right? It is about growing, becoming. It's not just about everything's going to be perfect. It's realizing, hey, this is it's being optimistic in the tough times, man. All right, let's keep going. I appreciate you. Twin flame is a tough thing. But let's actually go with, I'm going to do this. I haven't done this ever. I've never done 5 and 6. So this is my 5 is alive in my moon deck, which is really my sun and my moon deck. I'm really curious, Tanvia, to see what comes out of this. What is the important guidance I need to know right now? Twin flame, boom, 2 cards out. Yeah. Knowing your end goal, be willing to say, I will not sacrifice until I get that. And I'm not saying not being not giving up a little piece of yourself, but I'm saying you have to look at the grander scheme. There's the hidden parts of it. You know how we everyone on social media, look how happy that family is, and then they're really not. I'm talking about being honest and genuine to that responsibility that you're bringing to this universe, sending the message out there to the universe that you are good enough. Yeah, temperance and judgment energy come in with that same, like, you're going to get judged, so just let yourself be judged. Say, oh well, Because who cares who judges you? As long as you're happy and you're enjoying and you're becoming, that's the part of you that you know is growing. And that's the part of you that people are going to say, why are you going back together with so-and-so? Because I haven't learned all my lessons yet. Why are you going through it over and over and over? Because I haven't learned all my goddamn lessons yet. And it becomes a brand new start again. And that's what I tell people. A lot of times, twin flame journeys, it's not the same relationship. When you go back together with someone, some tarot readers will tell you, stay away, just keep move on. Someone's better. And that's also true. But when you're going through a twin flame journey, you're going through different versions of each other. Think about when you dated somebody and you got back together and you dated. How many of you have family or friends that have been multiple married to the same person after divorce? I know someone in my life, they were married to the same person 4 times. Divorced, married, divorced, and they did it 4 times. And it says something. So this is about the evolution, right? The twin flame evolution, saying, what do we do in the growth, the journey? Because every time you get back together, you're a different version of yourself. You're not trying to be a martyr and try to change someone, but you're saying, wow, I was a little impatient last time. Maybe last time I wasn't good enough. But this is the moment of looking at this and saying, we're growing, we're becoming, we're building. And that's the truth, because you're offering this chance to become, to grow, to be part of something bigger, because you're offering this to the universe in the sense that you are big and strong. You can manifest. The twin flame is not given to everybody, just so you know. And when you're going through this, you have to understand you're getting put through this even when it makes you feel very off center, off kilter, almost reluctant to be part of this ever again, to be in any relationship ever again. Because the intellectual depth that you can get into, the emotional feelings, the sensuality that you feel in a twin flame journey is unlike anything else. It's almost like you're in a philosophical spiral with someone that's so gentle, but also so forgiving, but then at the same respect, exhausting and tiring and caustic. And it feels like it's just tiring to go through the relationship over and over because you can't make sense of it. That could be the universe teaching you that, hey, these little messages, these little nuggets you're being left with, they add up. They add up to the complete package. They're like little life teachers. Like, imagine I told you that the person you were going with or the person you were twin flaming with was teaching you life lessons as you went through, and you were teaching them. You were catalysts for both of you. One of you is too serious, the other one's too gullible. Bang, you get the catalyst. I'm sorry I'm always so serious. I'm sorry I'm so gullible. And like you figure it out, you get the in-between, and that's what it is that moment of separation putting you into that introspective side. Let's be forgiving of ourselves to be in those relationships and actually be very proud of us to put ourselves in that, we'll call it danger, that, oh man, that pain, that hurt, yeah? Because that sucks. It sucks getting put there. Almost feeling like you're getting ripped apart. But you've learned so much by being in such a raw relationship. And that's why when we get into that spiritual growth, it's because we meet people who challenge us. They're magnetic. They're almost like a muse to our paintbrush and saying, hey, how do we get there? Curiosity Kid tells us it's about being curious, about saying, hey, I've never done that, but I'll try it. Instead of falling always back into our comfort zones, because comfort zones feel so easy, so relaxing. But what happens when you get out of that relaxing comfort zone and you live that secretive life and you let the restless spirit speak? That's the difference. That's where the twin flame says, oh, no, you're not. Get up. We're going. And that's what's different, because they check all those boxes. But there's a moment you're like, I don't need the philosophical downward spiral with you. I just need to rest and not be restless. Manifest love. Yeah. So it's like manifesting love at the rawest form. You say you want it, here it is. And it's not going to come in easy. It's like drinking from the fire hose of life. It's going to teach you every life lesson you wanted. And most of us don't even remember even asking for many of this. But you probably were at this moment, this downward spiral, crying, saying, I want this. Or you offered something to the universe, like even saying, hey, this ex, I want the best for them. I really do. And you put something out there because you're so nurturing and caring. And what happens, the universe says, here comes something back for you to learn now, 100-fold. And you're like, what? I didn't want that. No, but you're so caring enough to give that to somebody else. Now you get it. So what happens is we end up getting into that moment of, we forget that we were so, think about an ex, right? You broke up with someone. Were you the one who was like, I hate you, I wish ill? Or were you the one who's saying, I wish you nothing but the best? I really do. I kiss on the forehead. I hope that everything goes great for you. We're not matched. But were you that person during that moment? Were you that person? Because whatever happened during the tower moment is a big difference. That's how your soul is looking at it now, saying you are asking for that same thing back. Tower moment aside, you in a twin flame enjoy the tower moment spiral, the downward spiral. But that's a very beautiful way to look at it. Think about how much we manifest off of our twin flames, how much we get, how deep we get into it. Oh, you don't, my twin flame, they kissed like nobody else. Oh my God, I've never kissed anyone like my twin flame. I just being near my twin, I knew my twin flame was around. I could just feel their energy. But they're life lessons incarnate. Julianne, how are you? What does my mother want from me? What does she want? What does all our moms want? How are you? Get some iced tea here. Yeah, I was good. Thank you. See, Ethereal, good catch. You guys can hear it? Yeah, my voice going. I don't know if it makes that, so I don't know if that's a sound. All right, Julie's getting coffee. All right. Try to get a little more iced tea, and then I'll read. Who's up next here? Making noise. I think Julie might have stepped out. We can read the next person. That's fine. That's fine. No need to be mean. Julie's a good kid. Good kid. What about me? What about me, Chris? Mm-hmm. Love Anna. Yeah, let me do this for you. Let me pull a quick 3 for you. I can hook you up. Oh, wow. Anna, I'm going to be honest with you. Your intuition's on. I don't think you see how good it is. I just think it's on point. Anna, it's very much on point. Angelic touch here. It leads with this. It leads with your soul saying, hey, I'm connecting, and you are connecting. You have a lot of avenues to reach out to. I think you see a lot of different types of signs, to be honest. It's not just one thing. You connect to a lot of different ways of seeing things. Your gift is absolutely real. Like, I honestly feel like that the devil in the details. Think about how accurate you can be. But I think you already know. I think you want other people to see it. This is self-assured victory, just so you know. Solar output says, keep doing what you're doing and you will not fail. I promise you, you will not fail. Yeah. You are a success, I promise you. Yes, yes, yes. You're doing something that's a little different than other people, I can promise you. That's the message for you. All right, let's keep going, guys. I appreciate you for being here. It's so busy. I love it. Take a look here. All right, Julianne was out. Patsy, Rana, Sanice. What do we got here? Who's up next? I love when Brenduska runs a queue. She is like bang, bang. She's like no joke. She runs it like serious business. She is so good. Like she's gonna like. I'm telling you, you. I would say probably this time next year you're making money from the channel. That's what I predict. So you know, Brenduska. It's crazy. You're working like kind of like as a moderator. It's crazy, right? And, you know, you see it. You know what's happening. You saw it. I pulled it for you early. But it's happening. It's so crazy. Because she's just like gone in, gone out. She's like, and it's not that she doesn't care. She absolutely cares. She loves to a fault. But she's efficient. All right. Let's see. Patsy. Let's see, is Patsy here? Let's get Patsy in here. I know poor Chris Bosch was like queued up. Like, come on. But you guys can book with me too, honestly. CosmicBoogeyman.com. I'm always like, no Patsy. All right, let's do this. Wait, is Chris Bosch still here? Is Chris here? I want to grab Chris if they're still here. I gotta sign off here in a few minutes anyway. I can read Rana. I put Q. All right, let's see this. Let's read for Rana. Thank you. Well, this is the thing. It gets busy. It's either super late in different parts of the world or it's busy. People are kind of getting busy now because it's like midday. All right, Rana, here we go. I love this. Will my crush Lee, is it Lee or Lie? L-Y, be my future spouse? I love this. Very raw. Let's do this. Let's go to my guides deck. I think Chris Bosch might have had a bounce. That's all right. $6 p.m. Oh yeah, Chris is here. All right. But Chris, you're next. This is for Patsy. So we'll actually, you know what I'll do? So hang on. We'll give everyone a chance to queue up. And I'll read 2 more after these 2, and then we'll call it. And I'll be back on Monday. Unless I have time, I might be back. I may be back later on tonight. We'll see. But I might be back on later tonight for some readings. We'll see. But I gotta make sure I got my stuff done. I gotta do my homework. But let's take a look at Rana and see about this whole crush, future spouse. I'll tell you signs. That's what I'll do. I'll tell you, hey, the zodiac. You tell me. Ooh, manifesting. You're manifesting your partner. Like, let's call it what it is. It's not this person or that person. It's the person that matches you. Magician card has above, so below. It's the person that you have always wanted. I know we want it to be a person. We all do. I do. We all do. We all have a person in mind. We want it to be that person. But is that the most logical thing? No. It's because spiritually you might be aligned better to somebody else. Dark Horse Candidate comes in. And so there might be somebody better for you, believe it or not. Because your crush is not the same thing as the person that you're aligned with. The crush is a person who's triggering, sparking, setting off that like sensual part of you, the one that says, hey, what is this? The uncontrollable urge to do something. There's a blockage here because we want it to be the same person. There's the angelic warning. What if I told you there was a person that was way more aligned with you? Way more intently aligned with you because you want it to be a person, because you have a crush on them versus you're in love with somebody. See? So it's telling you to warn that mindset, saying, hey, don't be setting the mindset that you has to be this person. Instead, let that other person fit the mindset. Do you see what I'm saying? Because that's how we get into that mindset of trying to change other people. Like, oh, they're not good enough. Instead, be magnetic. Be loving. Be endearing. Right? So what you're doing is you're blocking yourself off from seeing what could be because you're locking yourself into it has to be so-and-so. Right? Let's be tolerant. Let's be understanding to that fact that if we are very independent souls, and you are, there's somebody who's coming to you. Not you're going to this crush. You're not chasing the crush down saying, will you choose me? No. No. You don't choose the crush. The crush will come to you and say, hey, I've always loved you. I've always wanted to be with you. The whisper in the ear that you have been the unforgiving, a reminder of how much they cared for you. That's the thing you want. Yes? That's called love. So let that be. So then change your mindset to I will accept the person that matches me best, not only the crush. Because the crush right now is not that person. Is not, you can see it right here very clearly, is not that person. Because you're the dark horse candidate for somebody else. And you're refusing yourself to be in the right relationship. Imagine that. Imagine the billionaire like says, I want to fall in love with you. And you're like, no, I'm waiting on this person because I have a crush on them. And I'm just saying billionaire because it seems so over the top powerful. But I'm just making that point. Right? Because sometimes we get self-pitying because we want people to choose us. And that's not validating. That doesn't validate you. Instead, be you. Be honest. Be true to you. Like, that's what I want you to do. That's okay. If they're not choosing you, it's not that you're not enough. It's that this is not the right person for you. I promise you, you are very, very, very good. When you're getting Dark Horse Candidate in the Akashic Record, that's saying that you have held off. And this is a moment of clarity, a moment of understanding that maybe you haven't been enough for you. For you. You maybe been kind of too fearful to be the real reason someone wants to come in. It says, wow, I love your energy. All right, let's keep going. So, guys, join the queue. Wow, it just took me a second. Pausing me. Woof, that was powerful. Chris Bosch is up next, and I'm gonna grab two more. You have a few minutes to join the queue, and then I'm gonna take a break. Obviously, my voice is taking a little bit of a hit. So what I'll do is I'll be back on Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, but I'll probably come back tonight. I'll see what I can do about swinging back on for a little bit tonight for a couple hours, and I'll see what my schedule holds. But if you haven't been with me before, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification, set it to all. I have all this new content coming out. Beyond the Veil, Cosmic's Codex, all the teaching. I'm working on the cups now, the upright of the cups. I give you my perspective. And with that, I give you guys a chance to see how I see the cards. All right, Chris. What's next in me for love? Love. All right. We all love. I'm going to put decks 2 and 5 together for you for a second. See what happens here. I think we all need a little love uptake, a little love uptake. I know Miss K's leaving. We're about to read. I have like 2 more right after this. Maybe Miss K's gonna go do chores. I felt like there was 2 cards here. I know this one came out, but I felt like there was 2 still in my hand. That's weird. Let me just do this. Wow, Chris. Do we try to go back together with somebody? Are we always stuck with somebody? This is Gemini Lover Energy. We have this here. We have the There's something being offered here. It feels like breadcrumbing, but it's not. Very powerful Emperor energy in play with Queen of Swords. Wow, this is a wonderful power play here. The universe is power playing with two people. Emperor, Queen of Swords, Libra, Aries energy. I don't know if that applies to you, but Three of Wands is also Aries energy. This person's becoming an empress. It's the end of something, though. It's not a bad thing. It's like the end of the Gemini cycle, like the I'm not good enough, I'm not loved. I feel like this is stressing someone out. Let's keep going. Yeah, communication's kicking off. I love it. And I tell people all the time. I was actually telling my best friend about this yesterday. I say it all the time. If you don't see cups, you don't see communication. You guys are going to start communicating. You and this person. It feels like breadcrumbing, but it's going to go into communication harmony. I think there's communication happening. We're fighting it, or someone's fighting it, right? We have the Gemini, the Aquarian energy, the star energy, the truth seeker. Someone's fighting something, but look at this. Gemini energy here on top of it. It's like Gemini on top of Aquarian energy, just so you know. Look at this again. Gemini, look at Gemini energy right here, just reiterating. Gemini on top of Aquarian. That's the Aquarian card. So that Five of Swords is January 20th to 29th. This is, let's see, the June 11th to the 20th. Of Gemini season. Like, isn't that crazy, everybody? You're the choice of choices. It's never forgetting how valuable you are. Letting the cup just come to you, magnetically allowing it. This is a very, very spiritual relationship. You can see the Gemini up here. It's hiding in plain sight. I feel like it's a relationship that you have been waiting on. Almost been kind of stalking in the background. What is this? Passion. I think this turns passionate real fast. That's why this is the end of this. I'm going to do something for you I normally wouldn't do. I already have two tarot decks here. I'm going to pull Star Energy, Aquarian Energy. Look at Gemini on Aquarian. So they could have Gemini, Aquarian in the chart. They definitely could have some of that, like air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be flowing with that. Communication's big here. Passion happens. But this is unlike anything we've seen. That's probably why. Angelically gifted. Cups energy, Scorpio, change happening. October. I feel like this is a wish granted. This is like somebody wanted this to happen and wished on this. Like, I really wish I could, and it happened. Chris, I don't know if this is you or them, but someone feels like this is happening. Look at this. You're in a very divine situation, Chris. I don't know if you're waiting on a relationship, but this is happening. What are you doing in relationships? I think the boldness is taking hold here. It might be even the Emperor, the older person, might be an older male. They could be taking hold. But it's the depth, it's communication. You can see how the two cups here, look. Someone communicates here and someone communicates here. The two cups. We're splitting those cups open saying, how do we communicate? Underneath the breadcrumbing, what's really happening is there's psychic messages or divine micro signals that come out of these messages. You're obviously communicating in messages. I feel like there's somebody here. And it's not necessarily to get back together, it's to get back together differently. Because this is an angelically Three of Wands card, which in my readings, Three of Wands precedes the Four of Wands, which is marriage, which is essentially Three of Wands is like, hey, it's expand it, kind of get outside your comfort zone, get back together even. But in that respect, it's showing me that we're getting into that, like I said, it looks like Empress. Someone's being like kind of changed. Lots of Divine energy. You're very, very gifted. I mean, or divinely influenced, if a better way to put it. You should. If I were you, I would read tarot, Chris. I would absolutely take some tarot deck out and just start reading and see what comes out for you. I feel like you're definitely connected to some higher energy. As you can see with the cards coming out, and I just grabbed 2 tarot decks just to show you when I read for you. Something told me to grab those too. Fascinating. All right, my friends, how are we doing here? Who do we have? I think we lost. Was Miss K left? They banned us. They said I'm out. I'm out. People have things to do. It's tough today. All right, here we go. I'll give you guys another minute to join the queue if you're looking for a reading. Exclamation point join gets you in, and it's free unless you want to try to jump ahead. Miss K's watching. You creeping? Join in. You never know. It could be you. Miss K, isn't that fascinating? Mellow. Everybody, isn't that imagine you were picked, because I hit the random button, and if you get picked, it's literally as though the universe said you were meant to be read. So even if you're in the queue and you don't get picked, say, oh, that's all right. I can just hang. That's what makes it so fun. Yeah, so when I hit random, that's what I do. So that's what makes it really fun. Because some of you guys will hop in, it'll be bang. Brent Duska will tell you. Brent Duska can control this too. I honestly feel like the universe has some kind of control behind it. The queue. See? Brent Duska will tell you. It's almost like it wills people into the queue. And sometimes out of my own sheer guilt, I feel like on my teacher side, I'm like, oh, sorry, you didn't get a sticker? Come here, pick a sticker. That's what I'll do at class. But I'll pull you aside, like, hey, come on, I'll read for you. I know you've been waiting. Yeah, see? So let it happen. See what happens. And it could be anything. Let anything just be open to the entire reading, everybody. And that's what makes it so fantastic. So when you get picked, it is random. It's like, what? It's amazing because listen to this. I'm out here free. I appreciate the donation today. I appreciate you members. I really do. But when you're picked random, we happen to just connect. That's what makes us fascinating. That's what makes us a little different, I think, than other channels too. Because I'm randomly just picking you. You can just join in and you can get picked or not. Right? Or you can say, hey, I'll throw $10 and I'll get read. That's all. And you have that choice, but you don't have to. And it just gives you the chance to be part of something that's magically special. Because you never know. These messages always come out very uniquely your own. Right? Position. LOL. I've been waiting all day for a free reading. What the hell? I know that's what I should be doing, is those stickers. I should do some Mr. Cosmic stickers, is what I should be doing. I keep forgetting about that. All right, let's do this. I appreciate you guys for being here. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share the channel with others. And follow the other content. There's new stuff coming out even later today, this week. I've been working on some new stuff. I take a little bit of a break for the channel, as some of you might have noticed. I took a back seat because my arm was hurting, and I definitely had to take a break because this part of my arm this part right here was really hurting. So I was like, I didn't know what was up, and I just paused. It's still a little sore, so I'm not sure. I think I was overextending it. I did a lot of readings, and I said I gotta pause, and so I adjusted all my setup and stuff. But who knows? Very intriguing. All right, let's keep going. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3. All eyes on me. Who's first here? See, Princess is up first. And then Florist is who I got. Either you guys here? Are you guys ready for a reading? Princess is here. Thank you. Perfect. So if Flourish is not here, I'll replace them. We'll pick somebody else. So that's what I'll do. I love Brenduska. Florist. Brenduska, how you been? I owe you a reading too, actually. I know. What's up? What's up? I'll text with you. I'll text with you after here. I don't want to put you on blast, but I can definitely, we can get some readings going. I don't like just hanging in there. All right, let's see. All right, Florist. And all right, let's see who's up next. Wait, Earth Angel. I already did this. That's the rest of the year forecast. I don't know. Did I not clear that? I might, maybe not. Then Brenduska, it says testing. Is this really testing? Yeah, I thought I read for you already. I'm almost positive. Oh, testing the universe. Am I wrong? Did I thought I read for Earth Angel. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought I did. It was earlier on. It was actually earlier in the episode here. It was before you were hitting here, Brenduska. Yeah, I did. Yeah. You might have bounced out. That's all. No worries. All right. So, Brenduska, do you want me to read you here right now and see what the universe tells you? Or is this testing for you? Testing the universe, saying if it's going to call. See, this is what I was saying. This is all random. Oh, do you want me to replace it? This is your choice. That's what I'm saying. I want to read Brenduska. I just want to make sure that's what you wanted, because all she had was testing. But I owe her a private reading anyway. Okay, yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking too. Because you had won the private reading and now this. So let's do this. All right. And maybe if we have time, maybe we have time for one more. We'll see. But right now, let me read for Princess, and then we'll finish with Brenduska. We'll see what happens. Is my friend Jay a good friend? Should I keep talking to her? Pretty easy, right? Let's take a look. We'll go to the guides decks. Yeah. Friend Jay. Oh yeah. Is this like a get back together, break up? Not. I think you guys. This is the testing of being. Do you want to be lifelong friends? Yes or no? And I think the answer is yes. You guys bring out the best and the worst of each other. That's what this is. It's the breadcrumbing. If you guys get past that, you guys will understand that this is life lesson. Honestly, that's life lesson. Taurus life lesson. This is patience. You guys are learning patience in this friendship. You guys will be friends forever. Just so you know. It's a matter of you seeing past all of these little things, these little nuances, these little problems. See? 3 of Wands, 3 of Wands. I'm telling you that you're getting into this place where you have to understand, do you want to be lifelong friends or not? Because the holdback is you believing you don't want to be. They're meant to be in your life forever, just so you know. Are they a good friend? That's your interpretation. I see love. I see something hidden. I see the dark horse candidate. It's how you interpret them. Maybe they push you and they make you hate them. Right? It's the study of love. Like, why are you doing this? Reality. This is a forever friendship. This is 4 of Wands energy. This is not marriage, but this is commitment. This is happiness, lifelong commitment. You can't see it. You can't see the end of the goal, but you can see that if you keep your friendship up, it's going to be really more powerful than not having them. Imagine losing them as a friend. Imagine I said right now, imagine I said instead of this, you don't know, they're a bad friend, walk away. Imagine I told you that. But I didn't tell you that. I'm telling you they're an amazing friend, and you're supposed to be lifelong friends. So the universe is saying, what do you do with that? Do you go to them and say, hey, look, I had a reading? I know we don't always get along, but that's our thing. That's what makes it amazing. We're challenging each other to be better humans. We're challenging ourselves with the Six of Cups to become better versions of ourselves, right up through Scorpio Death card, saying, hey, we are going to be the best versions of ourselves. One way or another, you're going to succeed, I'm going to succeed. How come? Because we're going to succeed. When I win, you win. When you win, I win. When I'm down, you pick me up. When you're down, I will pick you up. But I'll give you no quarter. I will not let you just lay there and feel bad about yourself. Maybe for a little while. But I won't let you do it for too long. That's the truth, princess. Jay is a great friend. And you should definitely keep talking. We try to label everything and put relationships into this perfect perspective and say, I need that or I need this. Yes, they're an amazing friend. So just let things be. Don't try to label everything and don't just let things happen. But they're challenging you. They're a lifelong friend. Right now, for Frank, right? My friend Frank, everybody on here, there'll be months him and I won't talk. Like, you'd be surprised because we've known each other since before kindergarten. And like, we'll just like not talk. My kids are like, what the hell's wrong with you guys? They're like, what? But we'll just start talking about, hey, what's up? And like, it's honestly like we talked the day before. That's friendship. It's eternal friendship. And that's what you're going to find out. That's what this is. All right, Brenduska. Let's see what the universe wants you to know. Pick a couple tarot decks. Pick any tarot deck you want, Brenduska. Let's see what are you being drawn to. Let's see what this message is that you have being pulled back into. Because we didn't get the private reading in yet. We obviously didn't get this in. I know everything's going on. But you got the last reading officially. Unplanned. By random. So let's see what happens here. So it's super random that you ended up with the last reading. And we haven't got together to do the reading for you yet. So like you said, you're testing the universe saying, what is this, damn it? What do you want me to know? My life is kind of going rough right now. So pick 2 tarot decks, 1 through 6. Oh, I was close. I grabbed 3 and 6. I was close. I was close. I love you, Ethereal. I think you're amazing. I'm proud of you. No, I got it. There's something about 3 and 6, but I got it. I think we're good. Alright, what does Brenduska need to know? Ooh. Cancer Chariot energy. Travel. This is very important to notice. See how it's all shiny like this? I've done that not only for effect, but to show you guys how I see it. So the lights are set up in a certain lighting bank. So when I do this, you guys can see that flash. It's not by like, oh, it's too glossy. No. And these 2 cards are they're connected at the hip. Like I can't disconnect them. Look, they're stuck. There they go. They just disconnected. Look. Hangman money waiting. I think I know what this is. I'll be honest. I do know what this is. Fire Chariot, King of Wands energy, bold, creative. This is angelic touch. This is angelic touch. This right here, this could be like even you and I working together. Think about the effort you put in here. I know everything else in your world seems rough, but the success that you bring, the success that you are here, the version of yourself that you are here, the cup that you bring here. The universe is asking you, what does that do when you're here? And we're in this moment, it's just you and I for a moment. And you're here being you and being this version of you. And you're holding back from all these other things. It gets you outside of yourself, right? Depth of this, the logic, we have the Hermit, we have the patience, we have the I need to figure this out, we have the above the clouds. You're definitely connected to something bigger, but when you're in this mode It's the pain goes away. You're finding this Gemini heartbreak energy. This is like the swords. This is we're in that loop of the Gemini heartbreak. We're in that like 8, 9, 10 of swords. I feel Gemini heartbreak. Bold person, very bold, taking their self. Yeah, it could be marriage even. Because this is not just one thing. It's not just a love reading. It's not just a career reading. It's a everything reading. So what this is telling me is like angelically, your marriages, your commitments, the things you commit to are things that matter to you. No matter what it is, you say, I commit, I do. So you're in between two worlds almost, like you're navigating this evolution, this change. You see things happening, 7 of Swords even. It's that it's coming into spring. You see something's about to happen. It could be even that moment of that relationship's changing or shifting, and you could have that happening sooner than later. 6 of Cups is Scorpio energy. This is now. This is November 2nd to November 12th. You're in that moment of spiritual reflection, saying, what is this? What am I doing here? Why am I on this earth? What did I come here for? Not for this, not for the pain, not for that remorse, not for regret. You came here for something more important, more abundant. Star energy, star seed energy, we have that. We know that you're bigger. We know that you have some gift that you don't quite use because you're holding this lantern up. There's Aquarian energy. Like when you and I connect, when we're here and you and I are here, you feel it. You know you have the gift. The gift illuminates is what I would be told. But it's you realize, like, even our past life experiences together, that stuff becomes more prominent to you because you know you're connected. You're not trying to explain it, but you're trying to embrace it and try to figure it out. So as you're going into this new evolution of yourself and you're leaving the old version of yourself, what does that mean? It means leaving the old pain behind. Marriage, sneakiness, that all applies. Relationship changing, all of that applies. But this is about you logically holding back. Why have we been holding back? What have we been holding back from? Marriage commitment. Maybe committing long term. Maybe committing too long term. Maybe you've been wanting to commit long term. That could be as well. Love's here. We have obviously love as well. Maybe you're in love. Maybe you're falling in love with the idea of something. Relationship changing over time. Maybe you're realizing that this is a relationship change, knowing that you're into something. Queen of Cups, we have the Cancer energy, kind of it's like the cup coming off of this, the cover coming off the cup, because this is the only cup in all of the deck, of all of the tarot, that's covered, saying, hey, my feelings are blocked, and that could be because that's protecting you maybe from marriage, or protecting you from some marriage, or from some kind of commitment, or some relationship. But the cup is there. It's very evident to you and others that that's there. Bold choices. It's almost like you're coming at it from moon energy, and someone else is coming at it from, say, I don't know, maybe rising sign or somebody. But you're approaching life, going into life in different ways, not just saying I am a sun sign, but you're starting to look at life in very different ways. You're looking at it now even through astrology, saying, what is my Venus sign? When you're looking at love, why do I approach love that way? Oh, because my sign is, and that's what starts you to look at life a little differently, putting on those perspectives, those lenses. And that's what makes you decide why you stay or go in relationships, because you're way more than just a Capricorn. You're more than that. You have Aries energy. You have the past life energy. You have Leo energy. But you have the ability to be passionate and connect and bring all those pieces together. You're a whole makeup of someone amazing. And that's the past life part of you, because you're not afraid to say, hey, past life has to exist. How else would I have got here? And that is part of the connection. The universe is saying the pain that you feel is all about, you think you're supposed to feel all of this for the long term? No. This will be a moment in a chapter in a book one time you'll write and say, the moment I stopped feeling pain. Like that's like the title kind of thing. Because you're in that moment of figuring it out, and the angels are here. Angelically, you have you have angelic energy. We choose to accept the pain that we're put through, right? And I go through the same thing. Emotional pain, physical. With my migraines, I was at the ER once a week. But it could be one of two things. We have the good comes the bad. But what I realized soon after that is I was being tapped by my guides, my angels. They were telling me to read more, talk to people more. Really. My back of my neck would hurt when I had people coming through. I'm like, what the hell? My neck would tense up, and I'm like, this is so weird. But that's how they were coming through. And once I realized it, and I realized what it was and how I was getting it, I was able to manage it more. And it was not just a thing science could explain, but spirituality could also help me obtain. I realized it was something way more. Your life, you're holding back your gift for some reason, and you don't want to embrace what this gift is. And the more if you embrace it, it lets your light body shine through. And that's why you're feeling like there's a breakage or a crack coming through. You're fighting it. This is a good way. Yeah, thank you. See? You invested a long time, Taurus energy. We have this moment of you giving into this change. The new version of you is coming out, no matter if you like it or not. And I love that you hold off. It's very noble that you're holding yourself back at the expense of others. But you are very, very gifted. Yeah. And there it is. The sun sign, right? We're talking about Capricorn sun sign. But let's look at this a little bit differently. There's your Capricorn sun sign, but it's telling us that there's more to you than that. What makes you up? Do you think if I said you were a soul, you would say yes? So then I would say, but you said you're a Capricorn sun sign. Am I right? So then you start to look at it like, what does this mean? It means that you're changing your perspective, your mindset. You're not stuck in that human body that hurts. You're not stuck in that mindset that it's always broken. Well, what do? Well, I start my own yoga clinic, or I start going to classes, or I do this. I start this moment of embracing the soul that's been in there, that's put in the work, that's put in the effort, that's been very, very selfless and caring and giving, and starting to see the fruits of those labors. Sometimes it takes a while, but this is happening. The universe says you can avoid it, like by not getting the reading from me, by waiting, but it's going to make a big grand entrance by you getting the last reading. Like your purposeful existence is here. You just have to claim it. Do you want this or not? And we all know you want it, but you won't claim it for whatever reason. I feel like you feel like it's not fair. Why do you get it and others don't? Just for example, Brenduska, XRP. Have you done any research on it in the last, like, say, month and a half? Have you heard what's happening? It's crazy. Like, not financial advice, but I'm hearing insane numbers. Like, at the minimum, no matter what. Worst case scenario, next year, this time, I think it's worth $150. This time next year. Yes. Yeah, like one of them is worth $150. Just on factual information. Like, that's what you've invested in. So that money you bet, you just times it by 150. It's exponentially going to start growing over the next 2 to 3 years. Everything's been confirmed. All that stuff that I've, like, guides, everything, they all just confirmed it. There's this thing called Ripple Swell. 2025 just came out. They literally had the White House there. It's like insane. It's rock star ready. Yes, like this thing, it's going to jump to $30, $50, $75, and you're going to look back and say, "Holy Christ!" It's not. You guys do what you want, but you do your own research. You'll see. I'm not making this up. I've been talking about this since last January, but I'm just telling you. That's what's happening. I do appreciate you guys. I take pride in that. I really do. But do your own research. The crypto financial industry is now kicking online. Once the government shutdown is over, you'll see it start. You might even see more money from that, Brenduska. You might see way more money. And I'm really questioning if I want to start pulling cards on this stuff, because it's like I do it on my own. It's so fascinating. But I definitely tell you guys to look into it. ISO 20022, I've been talking about it. You're going to hear about crypto. You're going to hear about AI. the revolution's here, everybody. And I love seeing this. But I want you to be part of it, not miss out on any of it. Because it's the prices I'm hearing is like 4 digits. And it's eventually going to flip Bitcoin. Fact. Not like maybe, it's going to flip Bitcoin. Like, it's going to become the #1 cryptocurrency in the world. It's by plan. Yeah. It's like insane. It's insane. My guides pointed me back to this a couple years ago, and I started looking at it. I'm like, what is this? So I appreciate you guys. I have to take off. Unfortunately, my voice is taking a little bit of a hammering. I might be back later on tonight. Hit that notification bell. Set it to all. I'll absolutely, unequivocally be back on Monday night. I appreciate you for the donations. I appreciate you for being members, for watching the content, for supporting the content, leaving those comments. Let me know you're there. I love that. And as always, share the channel, let people know we're growing, we're building, and I appreciate you for being part of this process. And it's amazing. Like we hit 100,000 in August, the beginning of August, and we're at 116,000 right now. That's not me. That's us. That's you, your family. That's your friends. That's the people you share the channel with. That's us. We're growing the community. The best version of you is yet to come, and I want to be by your side when you stand there and say, "Hell yeah, baby!" Like, claim that throne. That's yours. That's never been denied. And if I have to stay here and I'll stand by your side till the moment it happens, I will. Because I see it in your cards. We go through pain. We go through resets. We go through all of these things, and I study that stuff when I'm not on live. But I want you guys to be part of the process. I want you to be part of this process. If you can, as always, check out all the other social. Do me a favor, follow me, and become part of the entire Cosmic Collective, and see me at the an Instagram, or you guys, you'll eventually start seeing me go live on all those platforms too. All right, my friends, I see you very, very soon. And as always, thank you for becoming a subscriber. And new members, I will see you on Monday. Maybe I'll be back later tonight. I'm not sure. I gotta see what I can do for you. But I do appreciate you. Brenduska, as always, you're my +1 to the dance. You know, I'll hold you under the moonlight. You know what I'm saying? I got you. I know you're hurting. So I wish I could be there for you. I really do. Ethereal, proud of you. I really am. And for all of you guys who are doing your own content, I'm very proud of you. You're putting yourself way, way out there. And that's really tough. Just being out there, just putting yourself out there. It's easy to say no. It's easy to say, I'm done. But you're not doing that. What you're doing is you're saying, I am. I will not be stopped. Who the hell are you to tell me I can't? You know what I'm saying? I do. I appreciate you. Because it's like, sometimes, and that's probably what you need really more than anything right now, Brenduska, is that hug. So you need someone to just hold you for a few minutes. Right? And that's what it is. And no one, we're not trying to take advantage. No one needs to be, they just need the hug. They need to know it's okay. Just hug me for a minute. And you're not alone. I tell you, Brenduska. Every time I hit live and you're not here and something's up, I say, uh-oh. I do. I think about you. As I think about all of you guys, you know, and I know that there's times we can't get back together, but when I see you hop on here, and I love letting the universe pick for you, and this was an example, with Brenduska being the last. Shed that skin and become the version of yourself you're always meant to be. The wealthy Brenduska, right? That this is it. You are meant to be there. That's what it is as I see you guys evolve, as I see you head to this new version of yourselves, that's what I look at. I'll be honest, I am not bullshitting you. I'm talking to you as I would talk to a third grader. Like, I wouldn't lie to my third grader. I tell you what I tell you to see in the cars. I see outside there in the beyond the veil, as I call it, because I see the future of you. Like, Brenduska, you're not wanting for anything. You think this pain doesn't mean something? It means a lot. It means a whole lot, and that sucks. But that doesn't mean that's your future. That is not your future. Oh no, that is not your future. That's part of your future. But there's a version of you that's sitting right outside that periphery, right where you can't touch, that you're going, damn it, I know you're there. And you already took the first step. When you invested in, say, XRP, look it up. I'm telling you, take some time, go on and just research it for a day. And say, let me spend some time and try to prove Cosmic wrong. That's the best thing you do. Say, I'm going to prove Cosmic wrong. And then when you go there, then go that way. I welcome you guys to do that. And then you go, damn it. Like, what? And that gets you into that mindset, because they put you into the rabbit hole going, this is real. They're not making a big public statement about any of this stuff. Any of the finance. And I'm trusting, I've been investing for over 2 decades. And I don't make a big deal about my investments. Maybe just to my students, we talk about it. So the truth of that is I try to show that they hide some of this most obvious facts about things. Like, don't invest in Amazon, it's worthless, or Apple. And in the beginning, the early days, they told you, like, get away from these stuff. Or Nvidia. What are we going to do with this? And then behind the scenes, they're accumulating all this wealth. And then bang, it hits 1,000 splits. Bang, hits 1,000 splits. And then before you know it, they're buying multiple mansions. That's what's happening here with crypto. That's what's happening with this new financial system. That I know for a fact. That I know to be true. That's what I can tell you has happened. So I welcome you guys to be part of that process and jump on board. Don't wait. Don't let the skeptics scare you away. the Cosmic is telling you with this 100,000 channel, with all my intuition, everything. I even tell my kids, and they're like, they're not even investing. They go, why? They go, I'll just do it with you. I'm like, no, I want you to experience life. And that's what it is. It's not gambling. It's wise choices. Just like you and I have been here today, and we have a wise choice. I appreciate everything. I appreciate everything you've done today. I'll see you guys on the next one. If you have any questions, let me know. Hit me up at cosmicboogeyman.com. Good golly, Miss Molly. Or check out cozyfly.co for some new merch. Just starting to come out. I'm going to raffle off some new merch Monday at my Members Only Monday. But I will see you very, very soon. As always, thank you guys. Thank you. I really do appreciate you. You do make a big difference. And let me help you in the next one. I'll see you in the next one.